And so I said to Sarah, look, if you're not going to give me the soda, at least give me the money back.
Audio seems to be good.
Oh, and this dropped. Let me fix that too. I don't know why it decided to do that. There's always something. It's always something.
I mean, where
Toss
would
I
we
know
be
it.
if there wasn't something?
Yeah, I'll fix it right now. Don't worry.
Thank you, Bear.
I don't have no idea why it decided all of a sudden it's been working the entire time until I hit go and then it wasn't working. That would be about right. It wouldn't be a stream gamed by me or a game streamed by me if there weren't issues.
At
Are
least you're
you
not streaming in
okay?
6K.
Yeah, it's true. I'm not streaming in 6K this time. We figured that out.
Heresy!
Oh, well, Twitchland, everybody here, welcome to this month's Digital
Madness.
Dungeons Society one-shot. Thank you for joining us. Today's one-shot is going to be hosted by me, that is Simple Zach, and I will give a moment for each of our players to introduce themselves. So, let's start with Audio. Please feel free to introduce your character to us, just for this little soiree we're holding here.
Sure. Today I'm going to be playing Bellefor Hornpeas, the tiefling wizard. An old guy, like end of his 50s, perhaps. Teacher, just your usually average academic who gets stressed out by all of his students, and yeah, he's most of the time just a nice guy who likes knowing stuff, and he's not shy about it. And that's about it.
Awesome. Thank you. And your player's name. You did say it?
Oh yeah, I'm Audio, or Tim, or whatever. And yeah,
What I mean to say, sorry, is the character's name.
Bellefor.
Yep, Bellathor. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Next, we'll have Chorus introduce their character.
Hey, what's up? I'm Chorus. I am playing Li Fen Feng, a Water Genasi bardlock that has been studying various languages for many, many years. Literally, she just likes learning things and is pretty good at that.
Ooh,
I can hear myself. Yep. Who did it? Who done did it? It's Audio.
Who did it? Who done did it? It's Audio.
It is.
Sorry.
Audio.
Sorry.
It's okay. We'll get it fixed. Sorry, continue.
That's literally it. I book good.
Awesome. Thank you. Next, we will have Gecko introduce their character.
Hi, I am Gecko. I'll be playing Bug, who is a Hexblood Arcane Trickster Rogue. Just probably the definition of mess around and find out. Everywhere he goes, he tries to cause chaos with his trusty sidekick companion, Rocky Raccoon.
Thank you. And last but not least, RM, if you'd like to introduce your character.
Yep, I'm RM147 and I'll be playing Mika, the gold dragonborn fighter samurai who is also a tax collector. So she has the issue that, dodgy people sometimes kill normal tax collectors, so people decided you need a beefier one who could fight, so she's turned up because free weekend at a hotel, that sounds like a scam. Someone is, you know, someone needs to make sure that, over taxes are being paid, and this isn't like money laundering or anything.
Fantastic. Well, to give everybody an introduction to what today's campaign, or today's one shot is, I'm going to read an intro for you guys. So, you've returned home from yet another tiring adventure, only to find an invitation laid gently on your pillow. The invitation is for a 2-night stay at the Carnelian Hotel. The card tells of bottomless drinks, all-night entertainment, and a free bed to sleep in. You don't know who sent the invitation, but who can say no to a free weekend getaway? We're going to transition now. To
Infinity and beyond. No, wait, that's
the
something.
Carnelian Hotel. You arrive outside
Okay.
the Carnelian, eager to get started. Some maybe a little apprehensive, others seeking maybe a sit down with the owner to find out if they're paying their taxes or not. But either way, you've arrived at the Carnelian. It's a rather large, impressive-looking hotel, as it's more than what you've been accustomed to in a tavern. This is definitely one of those expensive weekend getaway type things. One of those like 5-star type. Maybe I shouldn't be here. I'm gonna break something and end up paying way more money than I have type situations. But you've got your free card. You've got everything you need, and you've arrived at the front doors. What would you guys like to do?
Well,
I
I
would
mean,
assume
there's
go
really only one
inside.
way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we the only guests here, or the 4 of us?
That you can see right now, yes.
Well, in we go, I would say. No.
Okay. So as you open the doors in front of you and you enter into the main lobby area and you see, you see in front of you a pretty grand, large structure or large foyer with red carpet rolled out in front of you. And from inside, you can smell the baked goods and the salted meats and all those yummy, little cakes smells, the sweets and stuff wafting out. There doesn't appear to be anybody standing in the front, but you can hear music playing and you can hear guests talking.
I mean,
In-
I
Oh.
guess we have to find someone to check in. What does the rest
One-
think?
I mean,
This is
if
my
we're
first time. I'm Mika, by the way, and I just extend a hand to shake hands with everyone, like gathered.
Bug shakes her hand and then holds up the raccoon.
I shake Raccoon's hand.
Rocky's just like staring blankly. Like, if there's no one here to check us in and we're staying here for free, I think we're fine. I think we could just go. I don't see what's stopping us.
Well, surely there has to be someone to check us in. And Bellafor also kind of grabs Mika's hand. Bellafor, Horn Pierce, Pleasure from the conservatory. Well,
Oh,
I
we
guess
should
we should find someone.
look around and find someone. And I mean, we have these cards, so worst case scenario, we can give the cards and say it was just poor customer service. There should have been someone to greet us.
Exactly. Well, lead the way.
And
Happily.
as you step through the door, the door to this back office opens up, and out glides a bellhop suit. There doesn't appear to be anybody wearing it, but the suit itself kind of glides out and stands at the desk.
Ooh,
Oh, it's one of those magical hotels. Oh man, they never pay their taxes.
Wait, you're supposed to pay those?
most of the time. Well, and
Just gonna get the
Belfort,
clipboard and just start writing investigate the Hex blood later.
So, if you guys like, it gestures in a way that would indicate to you that you're to approach the counter.
take up my card, approach the counter, and just hold out my card, I guess.
And you see as the arm, the sleeve, extends forward to the card, and then gestures down the hallway for you to enter.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm just gonna ask for uniform. Where is the owner or the accountant of this hotel? I would like to discuss some financial matters.
It does not respond. Just simply holds out its hand for a card.
I will just show my card.
It, same as before, gestures to the card and then gestures down the hall.
All right.
I might as well do the same.
Same as well.
Okay. And each of you receive the same outcome. It gestures the card, gestures down the hall, and welcomes you to the Carnelian. As you walk down the hall to the left, you can see kind of like a more informal bar, eatery, little place. There's a bunch of other guests in there already sitting down. I have, for the sake of the game, I've created NPCs that you can see. There are others around as well, though. But these are the ones that, because it's difficult to sit and create NPCs for 40, 50 guests or whatever. So there's, we'll say named NPCs, and then the unnamed ones with the same dialogue that just keep repeating.
I see, okay.
Yep. And so, like I said, to the left you see a less formal, more relaxed environment. You see a couple sitting at the bar, enjoying drinks together. You see kind of an older gentleman over towards the southern side of the room, enjoying reading through some books and relaxing. And you see a young couple to the north side, just enjoying, sharing a little plate of cheese and salted meats together and chatting. And as you enter the room, you see the band playing. The only thing is, though, there's no band. The musical instruments appear to be playing themselves. And it is a tavern-esque feel to this room, with music that would remind you of something you might find in a more high-class-ish tavern, less lower streets. But dancing is encouraged, and you see, just like the suit you saw before, you see suits walking through here serving drinks and food to guests as they order it.
Well, that's an interesting use of magic. Ugh. But I guess the rest of us should find our rooms first before we explore the rest of this establishment, or does anyone wish to already go on a little explorer's trip?
I'm happy to look for my room first, and I'm sure these people are going to be here for the whole weekend, so we can always chat later.
Agreed.
Okay. So standing at the base of the stairs is another suit. And as you approach the suit, and it is the consensus that you guys are going to go look for your rooms, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, as you approach the suit, it gestures and holds out a hand to see your cards as well.
I just
Yeah.
pull out my card.
Awesome. And it looks at each of your cards and then floats up the stairs, gesturing for you to follow.
Well, we should follow.
Okay.
Left or right?
It's going to go right. Let me take you to the next one.
And there are
Specific
3
number.
people left.
So as you get upstairs, it begins to walk down the hall. It stops at this first door, opens it up, and gestures to Bellathor that this would be your room for the night.
Thank you.
And it continues and glides down the hallway, making it to. I'm going to use the raccoon as the thing for you to, so you know where it's at.
Beautiful.
Um,
Yeah, Rocky would be on its
Yep.
boat sleeves.
And it stops here, opens the door, steps back, and gestures for Bug.
Yeah,
And-
I'll just go in then.
And as it walks down the hall a little farther over to here, it stops, opens the door, and gestures for Lei Fang Fang.
Lee Fen Fang.
Leaf and Fang. Leaf and Fang. And then it walks down the rest of the hallway to the end of the hallway again, opens up this door here, and gestures for Mika. Before gliding back down the stairs.
I'm just gonna inspect my sheets just to make sure that they're not like magically alive as well.
Give me a investigation check. You know, they're a little unkempt. Not the worst you've seen. Unexpected for the hotel, but fine. You don't find bed bugs. So they're at least cleaning it.
Bellathor's just gonna like put out his books, the few books he brought along, just puts them up on the desk, orders them in some way, alphabetical. He likes it clean, and just looks out. I guess there's a window here.
Yep.
No, there's a window.
You should be able to see out.
Yeah.
Yeah, windows will let you see out, so you should be able to visibly see out like you can.
I appear to be stuck in the window with my token.
Oh no, let me get you out. There you go. There you go.
I'm just gonna look out the window.
Okay.
And wait for the rest of the party, and just looks out the window, reads a bit, and thinks about who might have invited him to this establishment.
Okay.
Yeah, probably wait by the stairs for the rest of the party to come out.
Okay. And you guys eventually converge. The stairs down here near Bug's room and down near Leaf and Fang's room, they go up. You guys know that you came from the more northern set that continue downward.
Yeah. Before the party leaves, I'm just gonna whisper to them. You think there actually is staff here? Like, I don't know. You think that these suits have just like taken over some hotel and just run it on their own?
I mean, when was the last time that a magical hotel wasn't, weird?
Hey,
Weird is such a primitive term.
No, I'm pretty certain that it's accurate.
Ah,
I mean, at least it seems to be fairly well run, even if, we can only see their suits.
well,
I don't know.
it does appear to be around, yes. But I would still like to meet the person who has invited me, and I am going to assume that the same person has invited all 4 of them. Even though I must admit, I don't believe I've met any of you before.
Yeah, it's weird. How come we were all picked? Like, I'm not sure we have anything in common.
Well, perhaps the people down in the bar or the tavern or whatever, perhaps they know the person who runs this place. They seem like regulars.
I mean, worst case scenario, we can always check the other rooms upstairs later.
Exactly.
Did you guys where would you guys like to go?
I'm probably back downstairs and check in with the people in the bar or the tavern.
Okay. I'll bring you all back downstairs then.
Alrighty.
The only one I am missing is Mika. You seem to disappear from this page. Oh, they're just underneath.
Yep.
Okay. Is Rocky on the page here still somewhere?
I don't think he ever made it onto the first page.
Ah! Here he is.
There he
we
is.
lost them.
Here's Rocky. It's important that we keep Rocky.
He's just hiding inside the suit.
Yeah. Honestly, I could see that.
So as you guys walk past this different room that's kind of tucked back in the corner, you notice a much more formal environment. The piano has a suit sitting at it, so this one you can actually visibly see, and as its hands where its hands would be glide across the piano, it plays in a very elegant, higher scale, feeling or musical notes. And each table here, you see some for dining, but you see some where they seem to be playing games, and it looks like it's the games that they're playing there appear to be like a poker.
Interesting. Well, I think this is a good environment to get to know about people. About the tables that have people playing on them, are there open seats that you could just sit down and join in?
Absolutely. Yep. You'd have to play into the next round, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Bellafor's
down.
just gonna walk on it.
Okay.
I'll-
Would you guys
I'll
like
go
to?
and,
What was that?
I'll go in, but I'm just gonna watch. I'm gonna see if like any of them seem like they're, cheating at poker
Okay.
rather than taking part. I'm just keeping an eye.
I
Okay.
would love to play poker.
Okay.
Yeah, say
Definitely playing.
Okay.
yes.
So do we have 3 players then?
I'll just be watching.
2 players.
I'm not
Okay.
playing.
So, for the record, Bug is going to probably try to send Rocky to do distraction while he tries to mage hand more tokens into his pile.
Ooh.
Maybe not like legitimately playing, but also mostly using mage hand and also Rocky as a distraction to give himself more tokens.
Okay. Okay.
Is Mage Hand not something that is very visible?
With
Last I
arcane,
checked.
You're not Arcane Trickster.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So
if you will allow that, I would love to try that.
No, yeah, by all means. So let's, as you sit at the table, before you've done anything, 10 tokens are pushed to each player, to use as tokens. You cash out at the end. On the house, though, the first 10 are yours. So as you sit down, and tokens are pushed, are you going to immediately go into Rocky Distract and try and take some from the individuals at the table or one of your compatriots?
Probably wait like a round or a couple plays
Okay.
beforehand,
Okay.
just to not seem so guilty right off the start.
Okay. So I'll explain the game real quick. And I think you've probably played this one before because I think this was ran in another game. But so similar to poker, this game involves building the best 5 dice hand of numbers. So each player must first put in their initial stake, your bets, right? Then each player then rolls their hand. It'll be rolling 5d6. So you'll have 5d6 numbers, just like your traditional poker hand, 5 cards. Players then, you can hedge your bets. You can either raise, match, fold as it goes around the table. And then after that's done, you roll the number of any number of dice from their initial hand. So you can re-roll whichever ones you want and try and roll higher. And then the final winner is whoever has the best poker hand.
Right.
Sound good?
That sounds lovely.
Okay, so go ahead and roll, everybody who's participating, your 5d6. So at the bottom, you can actually do tat or the backslash roll and then 5d6, and it should roll your. That doesn't do them individually, does it? And it also would reveal your hand. There's a way to do this silently. Hold on.
Oh, you want us
so
to do it
if you
silently?
click on where it says public roll, you can do self.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot that was just to
Yeah.
do.
And
Is
I
it
would-
private GM or self?
Private GM, so that I can see it, and I think you can see it. Just try rolling one just to make sure.
Yeah.
Can you see the?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Now what I need you to do is you'll roll yours 5 times to get your hand. So just one at a time, 1d6. Roll it 5 times so you can see each different number.
Well, you can also click on the number if you do click on the 5d6 and you can see your hand.
You're right. Never mind. You're right. So you can roll all
I
your
know I'm
5d6
right.
at the same. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with Foundry, so.
If you have modules on, sometimes that can change.
Okay. So go ahead and roll all of your d6s.
No, wait, so just gonna do it.
Zach, would you like me to just use the one from the first private GM roll
Sure.
that I did?
Yep, sure.
Okay, so that's. No.
Okay.
That's 3. That's 4. And. That's 5. Alright.
Okay, so make sure you mark down your numbers so you don't forget them. I can see them, but let's make sure you don't lose them.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. And I will do a roll for our extra guy at the table.
While that's going on, I just want to strike up conversation about who runs this place, what is this place, were they also invited by a mysterious stranger?
Of course. So as you
Something
sit,
like that.
and you're talking, the man at the table introduces himself, and he says, "Good evening. My name is Count Reinheist."
Greetings, I am Bellafor Hornpeaks. Pleasure to meet you.
And he looks around the table at a very, we'll call it colorful group. A wide variety of races sitting here, not human. And he's not off-put, he's not perturbed by it. And as he says, I'm intrigued. It's not often you find one tiefling, but to find 2 is even more rare. What brought you 2 together?
I'm not a
Well-
For your own DM's edification, I need to read your character sheet better.
Hexblood is pretty much a child of a hag.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
Well, he also doesn't know that. So.
it
Yeah, no, they have
Yep,
very
yeah.
tiefling-like appearance,
Mhm.
but still the heterochromia. Generally, from a hag.
Oh. I've
Interesting.
never
Very
met-
similar to a changeling in Pathfinder 2e.
All right. I've never met a Hexblood, so my apologies.
Well, we also just met in front of the main gates of this establishment. It seems that all of us were invited by an individual that is unknown to us. Would you perhaps know who runs this noble establishment?
So, keeping a very straight poker face, the Count says, I myself was actually invited. Do you know why you were brought here?
Well, that's something that's out of my knowledge. No, I know.
I believe mine to be a gift, as I only recently was given the title of noble, and I believe this was a congratulatory gift from one of the other nobles.
Well, that might be possible. But anyways, let's move on to the next round for now. I have a pretty good feeling about
So the individual here, Count, will take 4 chips and slide them forward.
confident, are we?
Why don't you guys give me an insight check if you're trying to see if he's lying, bluffing?
Yes,
Might as well.
let's go.
I'm supposed to have expertise in that, but it didn't put it on nature.
Oh. Well, if you want to
Let's
adjust
drive
it,
it
you
on.
can.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I'm gonna do
Well,
that.
private.
Give me a second. It's going to be. That'll be. What is my thing? That should be a +2, I believe. So that should be a 23.
23?
Mine rolled privately on accident. It's a 16.
24. Sorry, 24.
24. Okay. They appear to be pretty confident with their bet there. You don't catch any sort of whiff of a bluff or anything like that.
I want to insight Buck to see if they're cheating.
Oh, that would be more of a perception to catch in the act.
Bug hasn't done anything
Yeah,
yet.
she hasn't actually done anything yet, so
that raccoon. the
He's
raccoon is
simply
giving
sitting
me,
here.
Giving me vibe.
you definitely you feel vibes coming from the raccoon. You don't know what they are because they're a raccoon, but Bug hasn't done anything yet.
You are feeling cool vibes coming from the raccoon.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, it's hard to tell exactly what they are. The raccoon looks pretty cool. It's like even sitting up like a human kind of is, just chilling, like doing that little claw thing in front where it's like touching its claws together. It's just chilling, having a good time.
Bug hands off his
Okay.
deck to Rocky to
I'm-
hold on to, just sitting in the chair.
There you go.
I'm just gonna put four tokens as well.
Okay, you're calling.
Yes.
All right.
A fatal mistake, really.
And
Well, what does the rest of you do?
yep, Bug. What are you doing? Are you staying out of this one? Because he raised.
Buggle.
He raised. So initially, I should say each of you would have had to put 1 token in just to start. So it's assumed right now that 1 token's already on the table. we've raised at this point. He's raised, and then there was a call.
I think Bug will pass Ruffled.
Okay, so you reveal your, in this case, dice, but your hand, or lay it down. You're done. Not reveal it, but put it down, and pass. So okay. Now we're back to this one. You can. It's between you and the count. You can re-roll as many of your dice as you want, but you can. But you got to keep whatever you re-roll and get rid of. So.
Oh, also,
No, fuck it. I'm gonna hold what I have.
Okay.
Feeling pretty good.
All right. The last die has been cast per se. It's time to reveal your hand.
Yes.
What do you have?
I have a 26.
Let me go through. So you have a 1, 2. You have what I see as a pair, 2 pair. You have 2 pair.
Oh yeah. Right, poker rules. Yeah, sorry.
No, it's totally fine. You have 2 pair.
Yeah.
So
Fuck, I was thinking we're just doing highest number. Well, shit.
yeah, sorry, I didn't explain that super well. I guess it's poker rules
It's
for.
no, I should have listened more carefully. So.
I play poker in real life.
So the count reveals his hand, and he has 4 of a kind, which is higher than a 2 pair,
Yes.
and he claims the pot.
Okay.
Would you like to play again?
Sure.
And
Still have 5 tokens. Sure.
and you watch as the count slides in his 1 piece to play.
Okay, wait, just because I genuinely don't really know poker in real life, what is the ideal hand to go for? It's one of a kind across the board, right?
So
Oh.
no, so we're gonna call the
You-
royal flush a one of a kind because it doesn't technically exist. Because we're doing dice and there's only 6 dice, so a royal flush would be if you can get all the same number. So if you have what we would call, I guess, Yahtzee. So if you have like 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, you win that hand. For the next one, it would be a flush. So if you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or I guess in this case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be a flush, so all in a row. It doesn't matter. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as long as it's all in a row. The next is 4 of a kind. The next would be a full house, which would be 3, like a 3 of a kind, and then a pair. Right. And then we're not doing a flush because we can't do all of one type. So the next would be a 3 of a kind, then a 2 pair. So if you have 2 2s and 2 4s or something, and then there's just a pair, and then it's just high cards. So if nobody has anything, a 6 would win. If that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So everybody's rolled their hands. They can see their cards.
Yes.
In this case,
Just as
cards.
we
Quote, unquote.
the cards, I'd like to just strike up just talk to the count briefly.
Yes.
Just kept out of it while the other hand was going on. So you know all the noble types, right? Can you think of who would own this place? Like, whose land is it in?
Oh, I am not sure who owns the land. This is far from home for me, as I'm closer to 60 miles to the east of here. It's actually almost a longer journey to get here than I will be staying this weekend.
You haven't seen any actual people here, right? Just enchanted suits.
He glances around and looks at all the other people sitting in the room.
I mean, not like working here, not like guests.
As employees, no. I have not met the anybody who could be considered the owner or manager yet. But I heard through some rumblings of some of the other guests that they're supposed to make an appearance later this evening. For everybody who's got their hand,
Yes.
okay. He puts in 2 tokens.
I'm gonna insight check him.
Okay. Go ahead. Um.
21.
He's got a pretty good poker face. It's hard to tell. You feel pretty confident that this hand is not as strong as his last hand, though.
You're not
I
fooling
totally checked
anyone.
it. I might as well.
I put in 4.
Oh, so you're raising. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Bug's gonna push forward 4 as well.
Okay.
I want to
Um,
insight check a bug specifically, see what his hand has.
Go ahead.
Ah, nothing.
Nah. Bug has a pretty good poker face. You can't catch anything off him. Okay.
Well.
He'll
Oh.
raise or he'll match him it, and we go to the final round. So you can re-roll any number of dice, but you got to keep it, right? So
Yeah.
Do we get to pick which specific dice we reroll
yep,
to flip out?
yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Has everybody got their hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go with Bug first. What do you got?
I have all ones. I rerolled. I had 4 ones in my first hand. I rerolled 1, and I flipped out my 6 from the first hand for that 1.
Okay, we're gonna call that a royal flush because we don't use face cards or anything. But we decided that was a royal flush. So Yahtzee.
Yahtzee!
And for oh gosh, for Bellathor, your
I'm just
cards.
gonna spin angrily.
Okay, all right.
No, I have 3 4s and 2 6s.
Oh, that's not bad. 3 4s and 2 6s is still a full house.
Yep.
Yep. Well,
Ah.
unfortunately, he does not win, as he only has a pair right now. So
Damn.
So Bug will make off there with what was 3, 4, 5. 5 from the Count and 5 from Bellathor.
Yeah.
So you win an additional 10 tokens.
Sweet.
I think Bellathor's out.
Yep.
Dang.
So I should have. I should have 18 total now.
Yeah, something like that. You won 10 off that
Mr.
round.
GM,
Yes.
if you could check your DMs, I had messaged you earlier. Just want to make sure you saw that.
We'll do that right now.
Just want to give you that heads up.
Okay.
Great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I guess I go.
I didn't even cheat this time.
Hey, this time, he says.
I didn't cheat last time either.
I cast
Sure,
Fireball.
you didn't win with it. What?
Meteor Swarm, 10th level.
All right, so at this point we can keep playing, or there's other guests to mingle with and talk to. What would you guys like to do?
I'll
Sorry.
deal in.
You want to deal in for one?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna mingle with people since I'm out.
Okay.
How many tokens do I start with again?
10 is given to start with.
So unless you've dealt in more, you should have 8 now.
No, wait. I want to zoom out. Ah!
So, as you sit at the table, 10 tokens are pushed your way. And 1 token is the minimum buy-in. And you can just do, it's /R space 5d6.
Yeah.
Yep, 5d6.
Oh, I've been using Foundry for half a year now. I know. I
Awesome.
got you.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Bug's gonna go look around. He's
And
happy.
remind me, what's
Okay.
the rule for rerolls?
So, the first hand, you either call, raise, or fold. And then after that, you can re-roll as many as you want. But you have to keep whatever you re-roll, and then your hand is your hand.
Okay.
So on the next one here, so he'll slide forward 2 tokens.
I'll call.
Okay, so you've put in 2 more tokens. So now there's 3 from each of you in there. Feel free to roll as many dice as you'd like to re-roll, but once you've re-rolled them, they're re-rolled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just gonna re-roll all of them. See where the dice lie.
Okay. Do you have your hand?
I do.
Okay. And as the Count rolls out his hand, he has 3 of a kind.
I ain't got shit.
Ah. Then he reaches out and takes the tokens and says, "Thank you for playing. Would you like to go again?"
Oh, why not? I have 7 more tokens.
Would anybody like to talk to somebody else?
I would try and talk to the woman here.
Okay.
I kind of want to know what's in this room to the south.
Okay. Yeah, you open it up and it looks like it's just storage.
I think after looking around, Bug is gonna try to cause poker chaos
Okay.
No,
this
no.
next round.
Okay.
He's bored.
All right. Go ahead and roll your hand.
Oh no, not participating.
Oh!
Yeah, sorry, I was talking to
I'm sorry.
Leaf and
No
Finn.
worries.
Yep. So
Oh, also,
I'm gonna put 4 tokens in.
you're gonna raise 4?
Yes.
Okay. He will call. So now there's 5 tokens from him on the table and 5 tokens from you on the table.
Okay. I'm gonna insight check him, see how he's feeling about his hand.
Sure, go ahead and roll insight. And while you're doing that, we're gonna jump to talking to the other individual over here.
also, I want to cast Form and open the windows.
What does the 24 get me here?
You feel like he's pretty confident with his hand. It's a pretty. He feels confident about it. It's not the best hand he's ever had, but it's a pretty decent hand. So you go over and talk to a young. She looks pretty intimidating, and as you approach her, she looks over you and smiles softly.
Thanks, lady. And I kind of bow and offer my hand. Name's Bellafor Horn Pierce. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I am Dame Quintessel.
Fantastic. I see. May I? And I kind of motion to the empty seat. May I take a seat?
Of course, please.
Sit down. Well, Quintel, I was curious. I've just arrived together with some compatriots, I'm going to call them, invited by a person not known to me. Would you perhaps know something about the person who runs this place, or the person who's responsible for inviting people, or something along those lines?
Unfortunately, just like you, I too received an invitation. Mine was gifted to me after I won my sparring competition back home.
Oh, so you're a fighter of sorts.
I'm a great fighter of sorts.
Insight.
Sure.
I wanna insight her on what she means by that. If she means if she's like an open fighter, like a fair fighter, or if she's being sarcastic about being a good and fair fighter.
Oh, sure. Roll insight.
Oh.
I mean, did she say she was a fair fighter, or did she say she was a great fighter?
That laugh at the end gave me vibes.
It's hard to tell. She looks confident.
Yeah.
She looks strong. She's not currently wearing armor or anything like that. You do see the sword to her side though, and it's not to her side. Sorry, across her back, and it's a fairly big sword.
Could I size her up and just see how she would compare to, say, me?
Sure. Yeah, by all means. Just we'll say, I don't know, perception, I guess. I mean, maybe not quite as big as you, but she looks like she can hold her own. Back to the poker table real quick. If you want to re-roll, now's the chance. You can re-roll as many as you want.
No, I think I'm good. I think I'm fairly good with what I've got.
Okay.
That being, of course, this.
Okay. And you reveal your hand. He reveals his hand, and it is a match. He actually has 3 of a kind and a 2 of a kind as well. So money's divided evenly. We take our money back.
I'll give a little bow and rise from the table.
Okay. Hey, did you want to take any money during that time frame, Bug?
I feel like during that time frame, Bug would have sent Rocky across the table as a distraction, and then tried to mage hand some
Okay.
tokens from the dealer's stash of tokens to hand out.
Sure. Go ahead and
It's not-
go ahead and give me a sleight of hand check. See if this works out.
Not rolling Rocky's sleight of hand. Normal.
Yep. Oh, if you're looking for a distraction of any kind,
Well, sending Rocky to distract and run across the table.
sure. Yep. Give me
Yeah.
Give me a. I'll let you do with advantage as he's bounding across the table, causing a little bit of havoc.
Okay. 27.
Jeez Louise. All right, yeah. And you slip out a good little handful. You take a whole extra 10 from the rack.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Rocky, get off the table. Get off the table. And then he'll go and just like scoop up the raccoon. I'm so
Alrighty.
sorry about him. He's an idiot. He just walks away.
Okay.
Mm.
Did you guys want to do any more hands? You want to move on to talking to some of the other guests? At this point, you're starting to kind of see a little bit of a pattern, and you're thinking maybe all of these guests received, maybe not all, but it appears as though everybody here is on behalf of a free gift weekend.
From talking to a bunch of people, is it possible to figure out a connection? Say anything they have in common with us? Like, why were we all picked?
Sure. There's a connection between all the other guests. Oh, a connection. There's a commonality between all the other guests, not a connection. I want to rephrase that. There isn't. You haven't been able to draw a direct connection or correlation, but there is a commonality, and it seems as though each of these were given two. Each of the guests were given their invitation explicitly on the receiving end, or after receiving some sort of a.
Renown.
Yeah,
I would
like
assume.
yeah, either that or like as a gift for something good happening in their life. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the commonality is it seems like for the Count, he had just received the title of noble and received his gift. For the Dame, she had just won her bouts and was had claimed victory in her competition and was given hers. And as you go through and talk to some of the other random guests and no-named ones, you kind of get the same thing. It's they had just had a prize-winning pumpkin weigh-in, or they had just had a birth of a child or something, just things like that.
Bellafor,
How interesting.
did something good happen to you right before you got this invitation? Bellafor?
Huh? What? Sorry.
Did something good happen to you before you received this invitation?
Well, I got some ideas for my last scientific paper before I'm going to leave the academy I'm teaching at currently. So I guess there's that, but I couldn't imagine why this invitation would have anything to do with that. And what about the rest of you? I guess all of you had some positive event occur.
Well, I mean, for me, technically, my boss got promoted and he got something, and he just gave it to me to look into it because he thought this was a scam of some sort.
Well, I must admit, this doesn't seem like perfectly ordinary. I have to agree on that. But something tells me the evening will reveal potential answers to our questions. After all, a good host should always introduce themselves at some point.
What about you, Bug? Did something good happen in your life right before you received this?
I don't think I should. You're a person of importance, right? Like, yeah, you said you're a tax collector. I don't know how I came into ownership of this letter. It just appeared. And it's very obvious that he's just like, probably something
Insight
shady.
check.
Something. It's so obvious that something shady brought him this letter.
Yeah, I just smile and nod as if I believe it, whatever Bug's telling me, and I just get out my clipboard again and just write more notes.
Hey,
Write that
Rocky
down,
just
write that
brought it
down.
home. Rocky just brought it home. And I am here now. And there's free things, and I think that that's fun.
It's a thought process I can get behind.
Okay. It isn't long after your interactions together here. What was that? Oh, sorry. Did anybody else catch that? That was just me?
No, I also called it.
What?
Okay, never mind then. It just, all of a sudden there was some really heavy static, but we're fine. It isn't long after your conversation here that an individual walks down the hallway here and claps his hands and asks to move over to the room, this next room over.
So they are asking us to move?
Yep, just bringing everybody in over here.
Alright.
As you guys,
Stuck on.
what was that?
I was kept getting stuck on tables, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, sorry. This was a purchased patron download, and it came with everything already built into it. So
Oh, Zach, the thing's happening. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to head out.
that's perfect.
Sorry about that, guys. It was fun to play at the very least.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, absolutely. Hope it goes well. Let me know what happens, and if someone wants to take over the lead, that's fine.
Yeah.
As the individual guides everybody in, and you see the suits kind of just helping usher people and guide them, so you know where to go. You guys pile in here, and there's a bunch of people. I mean, it's almost full. And he says, "Good evening. My name is Dr. Chernobog, and I am so glad that each of you were able to make it here today. I assume you all received your invitations and read through them. I know it's a little exciting being able to make it to the Carnelian, but tonight is all about you. Enjoy your evening, enjoy your drinks and food. I've got much planning for events and activities for tomorrow to get done this evening, but I would be a disgraceful host if I didn't at least show my face and at least introduce myself. I hope each of you have a wonderful evening, and I will be retiring to finish preparations for tomorrow's events. Enjoy the food, enjoy the drinks, and I can't wait to see each of you. I can't wait until I see each of you tomorrow." And he steps down to walk out.
What? Tomorrow's
he
events
local or
again?
anything?
Are you talking to him?
Yeah.
As he walks past, he says, "I haven't been able to complete them yet, but you'll find a note under your door in the morning when you wake, explaining details of possible events that you can attend tomorrow."
What was the guy's name again, and is he notable in any way? Like, would I have heard of him, like, at all?
His name is Dr. Chernobog, is how he introduced himself.
Yeah.
Chernobog. If you want, you can roll a history check, see if you've ever heard of him.
I'm also gonna.
Yeah, I would like to as well.
Sure, go ahead.
See if maybe he was in the criminal ring ever.
Damn, natural 20.
Nice.
So
27.
yeah, you've never heard of this guy except Bellathor. You've never heard that name. That name is unfamiliar to you completely. But
Damn.
that face, you've seen that face somewhere. You can't pinpoint where, but you know that face. And that name does not sound synonymous with that face, if that makes sense. You've seen him before. You can't pinpoint where, but that face and those names, or that face and that name, you don't think they go together. Something, there's an itch in the back of your brain. You don't know what it is. Just it doesn't add up. It's not adding up.
I kind of motion towards Buck and Mika and kind of lean in. Well, it appears I have a hunch that our lovely host appears to be somewhat secretive. I don't think his name lines up, and I think we should, even though we should enjoy this evening, I think we should also be cautious at all times. I wouldn't be surprised if something was to happen. He seems mysterious, and not in a fun way, if I may say so myself.
I whisper back, do you think we should follow him? If we lose him, we can always come back and have some drinks.
I have an
That-
idea.
That sounds like it. Yes, please.
I can take out a tooth, and if we can plant it on him, we can spy on him.
Well, that seems like a thing you can do and at a reasonable skill.
And
So,
he just like
yes, sure,
bares
why
his
not?
teeth and just yanks a tooth out.
That is disgusting, if I may
It's-
say so.
It doesn't hurt. This is Eerie Token. This is going to an Eerie Token.
As Bug is sticking out with the tooth, I'd like to, quote unquote, drunkenly just knock over a table and just block his path and distract him, the doctor, if I can.
Well, the doctor's already exited the room, but it might not be too late to catch him as he ascends the stairs.
Doctor, and I'm just gonna stumble after him. Just one question, excuse me.
Sure, let's move us back to the second level because he's just reached the top. Let me move you guys there real quick.
Yes, doctor. Just one question. I do apologize if I am being an inconvenience. I'm just gonna kind of push myself in front of his path, so he has to look at me, but away from the others.
Okay.
I was curious. By the way, I'm Bellafor Horn Pierce. Maybe you've heard of me. I was curious if you've read some of my books I've read in my time as a teacher at the academy about the infernal legacies and their magical capabilities. You seem like an intellectual person, if I may say so.
What did you say your name was?
Bellafor Horn Pierce. Pleasure to meet you.
The name doesn't sound familiar. Perhaps if you have a copy of your book, you can leave it behind, and I will try to get to it when I have a moment.
That would be lovely. I do understand that you're probably very busy with fixing up the last preparations for this lovely feast, or whatever it is you call it that you have prepared for all of us. I do assume you are the one who invited everyone here yourself, or are you just a spokesperson, perhaps?
It is my hotel. However, the invitations were sent by the what are they called? My unseen servants, and that's what you see those individuals kind of moving around the suits.
I mean, they're not that unseen. We can see their suits.
Oh, I put the suits on so it's a little less unsettling while guests stay in the hotel. See, once the suits are removed, they are completely unseen.
That is a very good idea, and I'm just gonna look at the others and wait for them to potentially do something.
The mage hand's already been done. I just need a sleight of hand check to see if it was successful.
I know. I was just waiting for a good
Yep.
time.
Yep, go ahead and roll. Let me...
And I just keep distracting.
I'm going to see this with disadvantage. Yeah, it looks like it might be working. Yeah, it's in his pocket.
Sweet. He just has a tooth.
Yep, it's just, or actually, better yet, not his pocket. It's tucked away in like the boot/pant fold so that he won't see it. He won't feel it in a pocket. It's tucked away pretty well to where he might not find it. And he says, "Well, like I said, I do have a lot to get to tonight in preparations for tomorrow. But if you leave your book behind, I will be sure to get to it." As he steps past and continues on upstairs.
Yes, please have a very nice evening.
Enjoy your evening as well.
Thank you.
Yes. As soon
Goodbye.
as he's up, what? I'm going to say to the bug, what were you thinking? We had a perfect opportunity there, and you could have slipped that tooth in.
I already did. And I'm gonna summon the mage hand again, just to kind of like flick Mika on the side of her head. See?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I don't see. Something invisible flicked me.
No, that's the thing that did it. Did you not see the floating tooth?
No, you're very good at what you do.
Thank you. But not even the tooth. I mean, because like you can see a floating tooth, you just can't see the hand that's holding it.
Right.
Tooth doesn't go invisible. It's just the
You were
hand.
just that stealthy.
I'm just really cool and really good at what I do. So I don't blame you for not seeing it.
Well, that's...
Yeah, I'm just really cool. Yeah.
I
Well,
can do it again if you want to see it again.
Oh,
That's
by
just
the way,
a-
what time is it?
In game, it's actually just past. We'll say they don't have a clock per se, but if you had to put it into like something that we could understand, I'd say 9 o'clock. Just after 9 o'clock now. It's starting to
I
get
see.
relatively late. It's not late, but it's starting to get late.
I see. Well, what is the plan now? Do we go back and get some more contacts? I must admit,
Well-
I am quite tired. I am probably going to retire early, seeing as I am not the youngest anymore.
And your compatriot, Leaf and Fang, feels the same. Is not feeling super well and would like to retire.
Well, so
Well,
as long as just until the next time I wake up, I can just take a couple moments to enter like a trance to be able to see and hear through that tooth. So whenever you guys want me to spy on it, I can. And spy on him so we can figure out if there's anything else. Because it takes one to know one, but something's shady here.
Well,
Hmm.
in what capabilities could you spy on? Can you just see?
I can
around?
both see and hear for like a minute. And I
Well,
can't do
I
it
would.
that's still being able to see and
Well,
hear.
I would wait for like 10 or 15 more minutes until
No,
we
no,
are
no.
sure that he is within his room, and perhaps seeing his room from the inside might offer up some insight to all of this.
Well, I mean, the tooth is a bit buried. I'll probably only be able to hear. But, it's better than nothing. We could always sneak around later if we need to.
Exactly. But, well, that is your call to make. I will retire for the night. Have a good night's rest.
And
Yeah,
Leaf and Fang does the same, and
Yeah.
tells you guys just to knock on her door later when you're ready.
I will hang out with Bug, and I also, as part of an inspector, I need to make sure the food is like decent quality at least. So maybe head back to the Bake Tavern.
Okay.
Book would happily go as well. Mostly for Rocky.
So you guys are gonna go back downstairs and just hang out and eat.
Yeah.
Okay. We've split the party, so if I move, it'll move between sections now. For the sake of the game, is there anything you want to accomplish? The players who are staying up, is there anything you want to accomplish before going to bed outside of trying to listen in on on the doctor?
Nothing from Bug except for maybe. Are the tokens going to be relevant the next day? Do we know? Because if they're not, he'll try to cash them out. If not, he'll hold on to
The
them.
tokens? The tokens are supposed to be cashed out at the end of the stay.
Okay. Yeah, he'll hold on to them then.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing else aside from the tooth scry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll hang out with Bug for when he does the two scrying, but in the tavern, I'm just gonna, for an ego boost, I'm just gonna show off things that I'm good at, because Bug is quite good at sneaky things, so I'm just gonna challenge random people who look strong to arm wrestles.
Sure. Okay, I'll go through the list real quick just so you understand who's down there and stuff. There is an individual, Declan, and his wife Winifred. They've been married for about 3 months, and they got the invitation that they believe was a gift from for being married. You already talked to the Count. Spindlehopper, who is the name is escaping my mind. The cow race in D&D.
Minotaur?
Burbo.
What is it?
Burbo?
Yes, thank you. And they're not really cow people per se, but yeah. There's a furbolg downstairs, smells of earthy tones. Very happy, delightful little younger gentleman. And he believes his invitation was delivered by a squirrel, so something that Bug and him have in common. Just animal arrival. His name is Dusk. You met the dame, and then there is Lana and Courtney, a young couple who have been down on their luck for a little while, and they believe their luck turned when they won their invitation in a game of throwing dice. So that's all the guests downstairs that were kind of hanging out. You arm wrestle a couple of them. You do. Just give me a strength check. I guess it'd be athletics for an arm wrestle, or a random just strength check, one of the two.
Alright.
Nope. Yeah. So you do win a few, but Declan beats you. But you do beat both Dusk and one of the other random guests down there too. So it was a good competition going, and you ended up getting through quite a few people. I think Dusk had Declan might have had the advantage since you had already done it 2 times before he finally came along. Is there anything else you guys want to accomplish before we just go into the listening portion?
Nothing particularly, no.
Okay.
I would probably just be cheering on Miko during the arm wrestling.
Okay. So we'll say like 30 minutes has passed, and you guys are ready to listen, so you make it back upstairs and make it to one of the rooms. It doesn't matter which one, so you guys can kind of listen. Now, how does this work? It says remote viewing. Is it something that only you see and hear, or is it like a audible enough that everybody could hear?
I'm If you're within 10 miles of the token, you can enter a trance as an action. The trance lasts for 1 minute, but it ends early if you dismiss it. No action required. Or are incapacitated. During the trance, you can see and hear from the token as if you were located where it is. While you are using your senses in the token's location, you are blinded and deafened in regard to your own surroundings. When the trance ends, the token is destroyed.
Okay.
So it's pretty much familiar senses, but with a tooth.
Okay.
And then the tooth is destroyed afterwards.
Okay. So, you guys make it to one of the rooms. We'll stick you guys just down in Bug's room if you guys want to slip in there so you can do your trance. And then Bug enters a trance, or his eyes roll back into his head, and just become white, kind of pupilless eyes. And his hands reach out to grasp just onto the edge of the bed to keep him from moving because he's now unable to see and hear, and mostly focused on what's going on through the tooth. It's a little muffled, not bad. You still catch most of what's going on. Give me a perception check for... Actually, let's do insight. Do insight as we're kind of listening to this.
Okay.
Oh,
Yo!
it's not muffled. When this individual walked in, the tooth actually popped out and kind of bounced under the bed.
Also, I can see some stuff too.
Yep, kind of behind a footboard, but not a footboard. Sorry, but the leg of the bed. And it's just kind of off the side a little bit, enough that you can glance. You can see about half of the doctor standing there, Dr. Chernobog standing there, but you can't see all of him, but you can hear him okay. And at this point, as you're listening in and you're seeing him, he seems to be facing the fireplace and just kind of talking out loud. It's almost as if he's thinking out loud. And you hear just him. There's nobody else in the room that you can see. You don't hear anybody else, but he seems to be having a conversation. And it's not heated. It's not angry. It's a back and forth involving timing and how the events should play out, and towards the end of it, he says, "Okay, so you're saying then the time would be best now." And then there's a pause, and he says, "If you're ready, I'm ready." And then there's another pause. And he says, "I didn't mean to question, old one. I simply meant to bring us to the same page. Of course, as you wish, I will proceed." And then it's not more than... At that point, the tooth has decayed. You've lost, and you've come back into the room, and that's all you're able to catch.
Yeah, I'll just turn to Mika immediately, like, whoa, okay. So I heard, like, everything. He was, like, talking to someone, but the other person wasn't there, and then he said something about the time would best be now, and I don't know what that means, but it sounds really suspicious and probably bad, so we should grab Bellathor and do something. I don't know what that thing is. We should do something.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, are we going to be like piloting Lee as well, or are we just gonna leave her in her room?
We'll leave Leaf and Fang in our room for now. I think I'll just remove her from here. We'll say she wasn't feeling well and actually checked out and left.
All right.
Just feeling unwell and decided that she would take off and head home.
I briefly like knock and find no response, and then I'll head over with Bug to Bellafor.
Okay. We will pause here for our midstream. I know it's a little bit early, but we're gonna do our midstream break here because moving into the next part, I don't know that we will want to stop like halfway through with logistics and stuff. So we're gonna take our midstream break right now. Good time to go to the bathroom, refill drinks, whatever you got to do. We'll come back. It is 30 minutes after the hour, so we'll do 15 minutes. We'll be back at 15 minutes to the hour, and see you guys in just a little bit.
Ready? Let's go.
welcome back. As you can see, we've moved pages, but we will be moving back. I had to make a few changes for the second half of our game today. So we left off. You guys went and knocked on your compatriot's door, gathered Bellathor. So you've got Bellathor, Mika, Bug, and Rocky all together now. And it's at this moment that the lights in the hotel just go out. They're off now. There's no light anywhere. If you've got night vision, awesome. If you don't, you're
fucked.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult to see here. So, and then from downstairs, you begin to hear screaming, and not just like, you know, when we were little kids at school and the power went out and there's always that one kid in the back who's like, ah, you know, no, like something is going on downstairs more than just we don't have light.
Well,
If you guys have dark vision, or I know
I don't.
I do.
I do
So
as
just open up
well.
a bag and looking for like a lantern.
By the way, are we still supposed to be on the test map?
Yep. I'm going to move you
All
over
right.
once you tell me where you're going, what you're doing, stuff like that.
I mean, I'm just gonna run out. Okay, so right now we are all gathered up, yeah?
Yep, right by your room. So you're at the top of the stairs, too.
Yeah. Well, it does appear that they are making a move. Should we go downstairs, or should we try and find the doctor in his room?
I mean, they're screaming. Maybe we should find out why they're screaming.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, that sounds like a reasonable idea, I guess. Well,
Mhm.
lead the way. I'm not really a person to lead the charge.
Don't suppose either of you know the light cantrip.
Do you have a torch?
I do. But I sort of
If you-
need both my hands to use a weapon in just in case.
I'll prestidigitate to light it, like this, to light the torch. This will do for the meantime.
Mhm.
Maybe you could train the raccoon to hold a torch. Or maybe I could train a raccoon to hold a torch.
I do have like a proper lantern, so all we need is like to clip it on or stick it on Rocky, I guess.
If I have a little bit of rope, I'll just get it out. You know,
Um,
I feel like
by the
Rocky
way-
wears a harness.
by the way, I want to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. Let me just finish up some of the details here I missed.
And I guess after we sort of makeshift tie a lantern to around Raccoon, I say, alright, let's run towards the screen. That always goes well.
Exactly.
Well, you lead the way. I will be right behind you.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that arrangement.
I'll go second. I feel like Rocky would probably have to be running ahead, so Mika knows where she's going.
Okay. So you guys are going to go downstairs, you decided.
Yes.
Okay, give me just 2 seconds.
We're all gonna die. Ah.
Alright. There we go. And activate. So as you make it downstairs, there's very little lighting in the room. Oh, I'll turn these off just like that, I guess. To where it's difficult to see. All of the walls are gone. They've collapsed. They're out. The only the only walls left are the walls that the stairs are leaning against, and the exterior walls. And as far as exterior walls go, all doors have been locked to the outside, and nobody can get out right now.
Oh, that was lovely.
Meant to see something straight south.
You have individuals running to exits. They're not working. You have individuals trying to break glass. It's not working.
Oh,
And it's just not really a pretty scene. From each of the fireplaces glows a not a very bright light, but as you look closely at the fireplaces, they are just open pits that seem to just descend down, and you see flames flicking out every now and again. And in contrast to some of the tables and stuff that are in the room, shadows are being cast everywhere. And as you look even a little bit more closely to the chaos that's ensuing, shadows are more than just being cast everywhere. Shadows are moving. And you're watching as people are being grabbed by these shadows and slowly pulled towards the fireplaces. And as they reach the fireplaces, you see in one in particular, just in front of you here, to the west here, you see as Lana, the one of the ladies over here, is being dragged to the edge, and as she gets within the 5 feet of the pit here, being dragged by this shadows, you see she gets within 5 feet of the pit. These like shadowy tendrils reach out and latch around Lana and rip her into the fireplace, and she's gone in an instant. And you hear screaming and wailing, but over all that noise, you can hear Courtney and her anguish as her partner is ripped from her and down into the fiery pits of hell. And this is what you've stumbled into as guests are running everywhere and fighting. You see across from you Spindlehopper, the wiry-haired old man, trying to fight off the spirits, and he casts the light cantrip onto the end of his staff and slaps one of the spirits, and you see the spirit immediately dissipate, and he yells out that they seem to be susceptible to magic, as all the other guests swing their weapons wildly through them to no avail.
I just start shooting ray of frost at them.
So at this point, though, we are going to begin combat. So let me
Yes.
get it going.
Check skill.
And I'm going to have your raccoon, so Rocky is going to act on your turn.
Okay, sounds good.
That should put everybody in combat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go ahead and roll yours, Bellathor.
I wait. I clicked it already. I'm clicking on it. It doesn't want to.
There's a pop-up that'll show up on the main page. You usually have to deal with advantage, disadvantage, or normal.
If you'd like, I can also just roll for you.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't want. Like I'm clicking on roll initiative, but it
It's in there.
doesn't do anything.
Okay, no worries. We got you going. So for this, I've left off the civilian population here. We'll call them the random guests. they'll take turns every now and again. I'll just do a quick pause and see if something happens. But for the most part, these guys aren't going to be actors. They're just kind of here. Okay? So we start
Yes.
with Mika. It is your turn, and you've just watched as Spindlehopper has dispatched one of the ghosts. You see Courtney on her knees crying as Lana was pulled into the pits of hell. Straight down the hallway towards the exit down in front of you, you can see one incredibly large, shadowy, demonish figure cackling and swiping at guests that are going by.
All right. I'm going to help save the people in the room first. So there are no walls, right, anymore?
There are no walls now. Yep, no walls. There's still terrain, so if you're jumping over a table and stuff like that. But walls, no walls. They're all down.
All right, and I sort of have no magic, so I'll just have to hit hard with the halberd and hope that's enough. So I'll go up to this shadow and just try and hit it.
Okay. Do you know how to, you know how to target? You know how to run this one. So yeah, go ahead and swing at that one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Not affected at all.
It seems like it should have, but unfortunately, no. It looks like this particular spirit, these smaller shadows, may not be affected by non-magical weapons. You are unsure, however, whether or not the big guy is or is not affected by magical or non-magical weapons as well. So that's still something to figure out.
Yeah.
Sorry. I should have done that first. Okay, that was your turn. Do you still have your bonus action if you have anything?
No, I'm just going to... Well, I mean, I still have another attack, so I'm just going to try and push the shadow away. Maybe.
Push the shadow away?
Yeah, push it into a fireplace or something.
Okay. As you reach out to hit the spirit, it just passes through it.
Alright.
Yep. So.
Yep, that's me.
Okay. The shadow here is just gonna slowly, they don't move very fast, make his way over to one of the guests. Same with this one. Why isn't my shadow working?
Why isn't my shadow?
What? Only you won't be able to target half these. I think I messed it up because some of these are here and some of them are not.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's all right. They're easy to dispatch. So you see as these guys move around, it's Bug's turn.
Yeah. Bug. I think Bug is going to kind of go follow similar-ish path that Mika went through.
Okay.
Get to there, I think, with Rocky kind of
Okay.
right. I can't move Rocky. Come on. I can't move Rocky. But Rocky coming with me with movement. And can Rocky take help action to help me as I try to hit it?
Sure. It can run in front of it as like
Okay.
a distraction, so that the
I would like
spirit reaches for Rocky.
Because I would like to Booming Blade
Okay.
as I hit with a short sword.
Sure. And the booming blade makes it a magical attack.
I believe so, yes.
If you want to pop that into chat for me real quick, I'll go over it real fast.
Yeah. That did not put the district. That did not put the description in.
It didn't. I'm gonna have to redo this. That's okay. Do you have the description in your spells?
I do. Yes, you brandish the weapon using spells casting and make a melee attack with it against one creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon attacks normal effects and then becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of your next turn. If the target willingly moves 5 or more feet before then, target takes 1d8 thunder damage and the spell ends. This spell's damage increases when you reach certain levels. 5th level melee attack deals an extra 1d8 thunder damage on a hit and takes 2d8 for moving instead of the 1d8.
Okay. Sure. I'll allow it. Make the attack.
One moment. Let me target it. And this is with the help action from
Yep.
Rocky, right?
Yep, with advantage. So that would hit.
Okay.
You watch
And
as
then
this one is whisked away with the magical attack.
it just disappears.
Yep. it
When
is-
I hit it.
Yep, you hit it and it is gone. It as it hits, instead of just swiping through it and feeling like this mist and it blows aside, this one almost cuts the shadow, and as the shadow parts, it starts to crack and tear and then just dissipates and it's gone.
Okay.
Is that everything?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll do it.
Okay. The next one, the Shadow Demon, seeing that Spindlehopper has figured something out, will walk over to him.
No.
Oh gosh, this one's also hold up. There we go. I don't know what's going on with him, but he's being weird. This is all fine yesterday. And then we'll enter him into combat. We'll put his initiative as right there anyway. So, win. Okay. Then he's going to... what are you doing? Make a claw attack at him. Making contact with him. Ripping into him for 18 damage. And you watch as Spindlehopper is torn asunder and gone. And the demon cackles, reaches back, opens his arms wide, and laughs in a very deep, throaty laugh. And you can just sense the vile, the evil coming from him. And that's his turn. It is the Shadow's turn. It's just going to move towards these guys. It's the Shadow's turn. Hold up, I could fix this too. It was supposed to be 9. Good enough. Hopefully you can attack him now. And they're just going to slowly make their way towards people. Come on, combat. There we go. Next up is Bellathor.
Alright. Bellathor is first we're going to move 10, 20.
That's basically 10 because diagonals work weird in D&D where you can just...
Oh yeah, alright. Okay, so. And then I am just gonna Ray of Frost. The
Shadow
big
Demon?
one.
Okay.
Yeah, the big. Okay, did I target him? Yeah. Alright, so spells. Ray of Frost.
Go ahead and click the attack button in the chat box.
Yep. Normal.
That will hit.
Nice. 10 cold damage, and his movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
And as you hit him with the cold ray of frost, you see that it just doesn't seem to have an effect, and you gather that he might be immune to that specific type of
Oh,
damage.
come on! Alright. Is his movement speed still reduced?
I can reduce his movement speed. I'm fine with that. The damage won't hurt, but he still got hit with the spell, so...
Alrighty. And so, yeah. That's it.
Okay. And then we get over here, and these shadows start moving in. And this one's going to move forward, and it's going to try to grapple our dame over here. And successfully grabs her. But that's all it's able to do on its turn is grab her. So you see as the dame is struggling with her giant greatsword to keep these demons off, or these shadows off of her, because she just can't seem to hit them. And that's both shadows' turns. Back to Mika. You are up.
Yeah. I'll shout to the rest of the party. I can't hurt the shadows. You try and deal with them, and then I'm gonna... Oh, I was still on the ruler. I'm just gonna move towards the shadow demon.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and hit it.
Okay. You hit. And you damage it. Big chunk is torn out of the shadow demon as it wells in anger.
And I'm gonna hit it again.
Okay. And that will also hit it, and it looks really hurt.
Nice.
I think you need to
I'm
move
just gonna
forward
knock
just 5 more feet. I think you're... Oh, you're... No, you have a 10-foot reach. You're fine.
Yeah.
Yep. You're good.
I'm just gonna laugh in its face and say, "Not so tough now against an actual enemy, are you?" And I'm
He
just gonna
just-
try and talk.
Glares back at you angrily.
But yeah, that's me.
Okay. The shadow is going to... We were down here. Going to move towards him and attempt to grapple. He's going to miss terribly as our buddy here just deftly ducks underneath the grab. And this one will slide forward and attempt... Or it'll slide forward, and that's all it does. Over here now, we're on to this guy. He's going to slide forward and attempt to grapple you. I need you to make just a contested acrobatics or strength check. Bug. So as it reaches out, it misses. You duck underneath it,
Nice.
and you're good.
Nice.
Bug, it is your turn.
You're muted by the way if you're saying anything, Lily.
I am muted. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm a big fan that it moved up for me, so I'm going to bonus action steady aim,
Okay.
which yeah, bonus steady aim. As long as I haven't moved on my current turn, and I won't be able to move after it, I can give myself advantage.
Okay.
Then we're going to booming blade on that one.
Do it.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. It's not letting me not place templates, so there's just going to be a whole lot of templates in another room, apparently.
Oh, that's right. You hit, definitely.
Do you want me to get these, the booming blade and the sneak attack
You can, it won't matter.
damage?
You can, it won't
It's gonna
matter.
poof.
Yeah,
Okay.
it poofs. They're
Yeah.
easy to kill, but they keep coming around, so.
I just want to see what this would be. I think it'll be fun.
And he dies.
Beautiful. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Let me... Okay. And we are to the Shadow Demon's turn, who doesn't like being teased. He's going to step forward. Target Mika. And make a claw attack against him. A non-natural 20. Well, that hits. And they'll
Yep.
do 31 damage. You doing okay?
I'm still alive.
Okay.
31.
Yeah, they hit excessively hard. But that's his whole turn. He has to make one claw attack. The shadow here moves forward. And is going to attempt to grapple you. If you can make me a contested either acrobatics or strength check. Doesn't matter. It almost won't matter what you roll because you'll win. So, yeah, you're good. Nothing. Same with this guy. He's going to float forward and attempt to grab them. So this one's at Winifred. And Winifred is grappled now. And you can see its shadowy hands wrap around hers and kind of lift her up a little bit, holding her with her arms like pulled outright, just barely off the ground. Bellathor, it is your turn.
Yes. Yeah, I might just.
You have two grappled people now, in that the dame over here has been grappled and Winifred has been grappled.
Yes. Okay. Let's do this. I want to cast Scorching Ray
Okay.
on that. No. Can I target multiple people on Foundry?
Yes, on Foundry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you do shift to target multiple people.
Shift?
Shift and target.
Alright. And wait, where is the one who has... which of these is the one that currently has her grappled? Which of these two?
The one to the north has grappled her.
Alright, and then I wanna... Okay, and one bolt each.
Okay.
From Gorging Ray.
Okay.
Cast And I bam. That's the first. That's the damage.
It is dead, and as you hit it with your ray, the one right to the north of her first.
Yes.
Yep. As you hit it, the light, that fiery bolt just blasts through it, and you watch as it almost explodes into shadow and gone.
All right. Isn't it usually that I roll individual attacks for every single
Yeah.
one?
Yep. If you're, especially if you're
So-
targeting different people, like some DMs, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
could be really cool about, I'll just make one attack and we'll see if they hit, but you should do it for all of them, absolutely.
Yeah, but it's not letting me.
Oh, is it one of those ones that was untargetable? Just target a different one real quick and we'll see. We'll go with that, because I know a bunch of these when I laid them down might not be targetable.
Okay. Wait.
It might just be that Scorching Ray only lets you roll once, like not every spell works perfectly in Foundry.
Oh, that's probably true. Just give me a 1d20. Just roll 1d20 plus 4 plus 3. Actually, I can do the rest of the math. Just
Okay.
give me 1d20.
Okay. That's 1d20 plus. Yeah, plus 3 plus 4. Bam.
That second one does miss.
Alright, and then same thing. Plus 3 plus hot. Oh, come on!
That one also misses. Is the shadows in the range? I'm not sure what it is. It just doesn't seem to have quite the angle, and it misses.
Alright. That's my action. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. At this point, before the next shadow goes, you see Courtney, who's distraught at the loss of her loved one, tear across the room with a dagger. And she's not overly strong, but she might just be strong enough. We'll see. Nope. She jumps up and swings at the monster and misses, and then tries to slide around to the side to get away a little bit. And that is her turn. The shadow's over here. So this one starts to, will attempt to grapple our friend over here. 1d20. And will miss. Unsuccessfully, she steps back from its reach. And then the one standing next to our little dude down here is also going to miss. This guy does not want to be touched. He's doing well. And we're back to the top of the round with Mika. It is your turn.
Yep, I'm going to try and pick the Shadow Demon again.
Do it. 17 hits, 16 damage. Good. He's not looking well. He's definitely bloodied. He's a shadow demon, but he's still a demon. And as your axe is, or halberd is biting into him, it's finding perch.
Yeah, and I'll take another attack.
That one unfortunately will miss.
Okay, Action Surge. Action Surge.
Action surge. 2 more attacks.
Come on, let's go.
That one's
No.
a miss.
Wait, how do you get a 6?
Because I'm using Great Weapon Master, so it takes 5 off.
Ah, okay.
And with the final attack, it misses as well.
Alright, and I'm going to use my bonus action to Second Wind.
You have a second wind? Oh, sorry. I see. Yeah, you haven't used it yet. You're right. For some reason in my head, yeah, you're good. Go ahead. Okay.
Yep.
All right. The shadow here is gonna make an attempt to grab him. This one's successful. So our buddy over here has now successfully been grabbed, and Dusk is lifted into the air. Bug, it is your turn. You see 2 individuals lifted. The big demon that Mika's fighting by himself is pretty hurt.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Not use the wrong thing in Foundry. I was meaning to grab the ruler. Oh. Okay. Yes, I will use my movement. You said that down this one over here is
Yes.
lifting
Yep.
someone, right?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I will go over there. Rocky will follow. I'm not gonna have Rocky help this time.
Rocky wants to follow with you?
Yeah. Rocky's not in the turn order, so I can't move him.
Right.
Yeah, and I will try to Booming Blade on this one again.
Okay.
Well, a short sword attack.
That one will miss. As you just can't seem to find purchase on this particular shadow as it's hoisting her into the air.
Okay. And then I will I will go ahead and just end my turn there then.
Okay. Sounds good. Shadow Demon's turn. He takes one look at Courtney and laughs. And he is going to attempt to slap her. Yep. And you watch as Courtney is torn asunder as well. And he looks back at Mika and laughs, gesturing to the collapsed body on the ground before him, and says, "You will meet the same fate."
Not today.
So this guy's already grappled. He's going to move over towards the next one. This guy is going to attempt to grapple her. Successfully this time, and she is hoisted into the air. At this point, Count is going to act, and he's going to come running over to here. And Count is going to try to take a little chunk out of this guy with advantage. He finds Perch. It hits him for 10 damage. You see as the Count comes behind Mika and says, "I will assist," and gets a little stab in there. Bellathor, it is your turn.
Should we just try the same thing but again? No, that's insanity. I am just gonna ray off. No, just gonna fire a bolt. No, which one? I'm just gonna fire a bolt. Wait, let me move the combat tracker. Move it there. They should all be in range. Just gonna fire that one. With Fireball. Come on! No, that misses.
Nope, it does miss.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Then it is the shadow person's turn. We have one shadow here holding her, and she's going to move 5 feet this way towards the pit. And the next one over here is going to move 5 feet closer to a pit. Mika, it's your turn.
Right. A quick question, Zach.
Yes.
So I don't have a magical halberd, but if I punch a shadow with like my gauntleted fists, which are a magic item, would that count?
You can certainly try, yeah.
Alright. But for now, I'm going to work on the shadow demon.
Okay.
It's taken a lot of my hits, so I'm just going to take a moment, and as a bonus action, I'm going to use my fighting spirit.
Okay.
So I gain 5 temp hit points, and now I have advantage on every attack this round.
Okay.
Whoa.
So. Oh, damn.
That is enough to hit, though.
Alright.
And the shadow demon is dispatched. As you swing into him, explain what happens.
I just take a moment and just remember my training and, like, just breathe out all my frustration from my missed hits and just one clean swipe, like, straight through the head.
Okay. And as the shadow demon falls, all the shadows on the level pop out of existence as well. And everybody collapses to the floor.
And because I was sort of so in the zone, I was, like, mid-pivot going in for a gauntlet punch at the shadow next to me before I realized it's not there anymore.
Okay. And as the demon hits the ground, you watch the head that's been cleaved clean off slide back onto the body, and the arms or the wounds knit closed as it, in a corporeal form, slides through the ceiling into the next level.
Uh-huh. What?
In the meantime, I'm just going to bow to everyone else in the room and say, apologies for my lateness, I'm afraid a couple of you couldn't be saved.
Well, if we don't hurry up, I'm afraid even more people are not going to be saved, so I guess we should just run after them. That sounds like a very well thought out plan.
Do we think that this probably has something to do with the guy, the host?
With the doctor.
Yeah, with the doctor.
Oh,
Do we
definitely.
Okay, should we just
Correct.
kill him real quick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm down.
So you guys heading to the second level?
Yes.
Okay. As you guys get to the second level, I'll get you up there real fast. Pause game as I reveal targets, and hopefully these ones can be targeted, because I'm going to be really upset with myself if I cannot target them. Boop! All on the map, you see multiple spiritual essences, these shadows writhing around, moving around against the walls mostly, as the flames from each of the hellfire pits are casting shadows onto the walls to kind of give you an idea of where everything's at. And the shadow demon stands in the center of the room, and you can see the staircase behind him, with some form of shimmering blockade preventing people from being able to reach that next level. And
Okay.
we will begin combat. And please, oh please. Rocky's included on this one.
Sweet.
go ahead and roll your initiatives. Bellathor, I can help you again.
It's
Ooh.
just not letting me roll initiative.
No worries.
It's a-
Bellathor goes first. And I think there's still a torch up on you.
Rocky.
On Rocky.
I think. Yeah, because we tied it on his back. I think.
There you go. Rocky's got a little torch.
He's just a moving flashlight.
Yeah.
Basically. So what's the situation with the walls? So
Again, all
Is
the
it-
walls seem to have dropped, save the staircase leading up and down. Staircase up is blocked, but the walls to each of the rooms all gone. Obstacles still exist, so if you're going to be climbing over like the baths and stuff like that, you will have to do a little bit slower movement for difficult terrain. But walls themselves have collapsed; they are gone, and it's just wide open up in here.
okay. You know what? I'm bored. Bonus action. Cast Dragon's Breath on Mika.
Okay.
Okay.
And you can now wait. Let me pull up the exact description.
I'm going to step away for just 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yes, sure.
You sure
So
don't want to take that back audio because I'm a dragonborn. I can already breathe fire.
okay. Not gonna do that. Well, I guess I'm just gonna firebolt something.
I mean, there are barely any walls, so.
Yeah,
I mean, I
I'm
can
just gonna shoot the closest thing I see. Just fuck you in particular. Spells, firebolt, and yeah, nice. That's something, I guess.
Yeah, I think.
I guess I
Zach's
should
just
have moved. I can still move actually.
Game is paused.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zach stepped away for a hot second.
I'm back.
Hi, Zach.
What did I miss?
Hello.
Oh, fireballs.
Firebolt.
Right at the...
Fire-
Which one?
The one I'm targeting, the shadow, on the left side of my room.
This guy here? Yeah, that
Yes.
definitely hits. And he dissipates.
That's great. You know what? I want to move. No, not. I don't want to target myself.
Oh, hold on.
Alright.
I apologize. I need to unpause, and then
Yes.
you can do your thing.
Oh yeah. So wait, just move this. You know what? I'm just gonna do a funny thing. I'm gonna. Oh no, actually, then he can hit me. Oh, fuck it. Bonus action. A Dragon's Breath on Rocky.
Is bonus
What?
is Dragon's Breath a bonus action spell?
Yes.
Ah, right on. Okay.
Can you cast it on a familiar?
Yes. A
Yeah.
willing creature.
I'll allow it. So. Sounds good to me.
And
A
choose-
familiar can't attack though.
it's an action. It's
But
not
if-
an attack. It's an action.
But it has to take the attack action.
No,
it's just. It literally.
it has
the
to
creature
take
takes
the
an
action to
show
breathe.
energy.
It's not counted as an attack.
And this is fire breath.
I'll allow it because it's thematically cool.
And I'm gonna choose lightning.
He does
So-
lightning.
So Rocky can now, for up to 1 minute, depending on
my
how long
gosh.
I can concentrate on it, use his action to force creatures in a 15-foot cone to make a dex save, taking 3d6 lightning damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Wait, let me just mark that off. I want to cast it. Damn. Alright. And yeah, that's the bonus action. Rocky can now breathe fire.
Breathe.
No,
is it
breathe
fire or
lightning.
Breathe light.
Lightning.
It's lightning.
Oh my god.
And no, I don't want to place a template already. No. How do I delete it? No, I don't want it. I don't want it.
I don't see a template.
No.
Oh, there it is. It's fine.
Yeah,
Just go
it's
to-
not supposed to be there.
The drawing tool. Select. Oh, or the measuring tool. There you go. Where did you want it? Just in front of him?
Well, it always depends on when the Rocky chooses to breathe lightning.
Yeah.
I mean, we can keep the cone around for like future use.
Yeah,
I can delete it for now, and then when we're ready to make it, we can make it.
yeah.
It's easy.
And so that's 10, no, that's 15 feet of my movement. And being the extremely heroic person that I am, I'm just gonna fuck right off again.
All right, sounds good. Is that everything?
Yes, that's the end of my turn.
All right. So the first shadow is gonna walk forward here and snag up somebody who is laying in one of these rooms here, and he's holding a little person here. We'll put down somebody for you to be able to see it. There you go. Snag up somebody who is laying in this bed, and they're holding them up in the air now, ready to drag them into the pits of hell. The shadow demon is going to walk forward and take a swing at Bug. Critically missing as it scrapes against the walls behind you.
Oh, I'm a fan of that. I'm sorry to say I'm gonna throw up a shield, but I'm a fan of that.
No worries. He misses horribly. And
Wow,
it's
you're
Mika's
really
turn.
good at this.
Are you a bard?
I-
I feel the
No.
I feel the insults.
No, he's a rogue, so please.
I know. I'm just
Insults are
kidding.
still there.
Yeah. All right. Mika, you're up.
Yep. With my
Halberd
reach
swing.
weapon, I think I can get him from here, so I'm just going to attack with the halberd.
21 will hit and 24 damage will hurt.
Hope so.
Yep. Next swing. A critical hit.
Let's go.
For
Yeah.
40. No,
That's,
I need to see the
that
actual
did less
roll.
damage than the other one.
It was a 4 and a 3 on the roll. That's okay. Another 21 damage
Ah.
and one solid turn. He's halved.
But as Great Weapon Master, whenever I get a critical hit, I get to attack again as a bonus action.
Oh, Judas.
No way.
All right.
Oh
19
no.
will hit. 23 will hurt.
Oh no.
Holy crap.
So this is why I play fighters. Fighters are so fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've never played a high level fighter.
well, just like
Yeah.
that, your demon here, who is just a little bit more powerful than last level, because on the level below, if this had been level before, he'd be dead right now. But this level has a little more hit points. Just survives.
Yeah, and I look almost disappointed as I knew I got 3 good shots in and he's still standing. I look a little disappointed, but ready to rumble. And that's
No, we need Rocky to kill him.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My 1-year-old keeps thinking he's funny by opening the door, laughing, and slamming it closed. 1 second.
He is fun. That's cute.
I cast Calm Emotions on the 1-year-old.
I mean, considering
Sorry.
I think Rocky's Dragon Breath does damage even on like a successful save, this demon might not be long.
All right.
That- It's an extremely
Okay.
strong spell.
The shadow
Rocky's next.
here sneaks forward and also hoists up an unsuspecting NPC. Rocky, it's your time to
Yes.
shine, man.
I feel like Rocky's just this really plump, fat-looking raccoon, just like very well fed. He doesn't like probably no intelligence. He just kind of looks around, feels the magical effects, and just burps. And with burping, he uses the action to the dragon's breath.
Perfect. 15
So
foot
what is
clone
that?
right there snags him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's with audio. Your character's save DC, right?
Yes. Dexterity save, DC 15.
Do you have the spell up, or do I can just do this too, I think. Dexterity check. Where's
Did you
my
cast it at
saves?
first level?
It's a second level spell,
Oh, it is. Okay, sorry.
and I cast it at.
Sheets are poop. I don't know where I can do a dex. Just do that. That's a check. Oh, here it is. Saving throw. Got it. Normal. 10.
Beautiful.
Damn!
Rocky
That's
burps
all
for
good.
11 points of lightning damage.
Awesome.
Please tell me he's dead.
So, unfortunately, it
No.
also is not affected by lightning damage.
Oh,
'Cause the
fuck
lightning-
you!
So sorry. It only has 3 immunities. You figured out 2 of them so far. So the lightning arcs and it hits. It bolts from its shadowy lower half that's just kind of like, Danny Phantom type ghostly trail. And it hits there. It hits the body. It hits in the shoulder. But doesn't seem to do anything as the shadowy demon cackles.
But it looked cool.
It did look cool, and it may work on some of the other shadows. Just unfortunately, it won't.
The
it didn't-
Dracoon.
didn't work on that
Just go next. Just go.
guy. All right. Next, this one's gonna shamble forward and see if he can find someone in the next room. Bug, you're up.
I'm going to bonus action steady aim and then hit it with the booming blade because
Do it.
that's fun and very effective.
Do it.
I'm
Do it.
Wait, and
Do
wait.
it.
Isn't Booming Blade also a bonus action spell?
it's an action, but you use the action to make the attack.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Booming blade. If that goes off, this is how much that damage will be. Then short sword
What
attack.
kind of
with it.
damage is it?
It is thunder.
Okay. That hits.
And then let me get sneak attack damage. So 5 piercing, 9 sneak attack, and then 7 thunder for booming blade.
Yep. And you watch as the demon is slain. And all of the shadows dissipate. The 2 individuals who have been grappled drop back to their beds, huddled and incredibly scared.
Can I have my token back?
Did it delete you?
Yeah,
I was nowhere near you. How did you get deleted?
I don't know.
What the heck?
I get it, you don't like bug. It's fine.
I just went from shadow to shadow. It was nowhere near bug. I must have maybe accidentally caught bug when I was trying to delete the demon or something. I don't know.
Probably.
But the all of the individuals fall back into their bed who are hoisted. The other ones, their partner, their buddies, their friends, whatever it is around them, huddle together, scared, grab each other, and they run out of the room to run downstairs to see if they can get out of the building too, because they're unaware of what's happened downstairs as well.
Bellafor is thoroughly annoyed and disappointed.
You're cutting out. What was that last one?
He's just disappointed and angry.
Okay.
And is the staircase leading up to the next level, is that free?
It has now become free. And the next
All right,
level...
we have 40 seconds until the spell runs out on Rocky, so get a move on.
All right, you guys run up the next stairs. Let me prep the site real quick.
Also, as soon as I see the doctor, I just want to yeet a fireball at him. I don't care.
Oh my god.
All right.
Bellafor's very angry.
Okay. And as you reach the next level, let me get a torch on our buddy here. Activate. You reach the next level. That didn't work at all. There it goes. There we go. Should be able to see everything. It's a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
And as you reach this level, the doctor looks at you angrily and says, "No! You're ruining everything! I've worked way too
Fuck
hard
off!
to get here." And we will begin combat.
How long would you say does Hiroki have left on Dragon's Breath?
I'll still give him if it lasts 1 minute, right?
Yeah, 1 minute.
We'll say it's been like 30 seconds. So
All right.
still has another
We-
5 rounds, or 5 rounds to mess
Sounds
around.
good. Sounds good.
I'm tracking.
Let's see if I can roll initiative this time. I
I
cannot.
I rolled for you, sorry.
It's all good.
All right, and you see in the room, the same shadows, the same. All the fireplaces are still burning pits into hell, and you can see even down in there what appears to be like spirits in anguish and wailing as hands reach out and grasp, trying to pull themselves free before being pulled back down into hell. And the demon stands in front of you, cackling once more, and a very angry doctor to the side, to the east of you over here. And it is Bug's turn.
Yeah. Bug is like, okay guys, Rocky's gonna throw up sometime, but not right now. Go up and he's gonna try to the old whack and attack with the booming blade.
Okay.
If that goes off, that'll be 4. Short sword. Attack. I just rolled that attack. Why did that not roll? You see attack roll from that?
I don't see an attack roll. I see the buttons.
Oh, there we are.
It misses Dr. Chernobog.
No worries. And since I do have 2 short swords and technically I'm can do an offhand attack with my bonus action, I will do that. And if that hits it, will just be without that +3
Okay.
extra damage. And this is not a booming blade one.
Okay. It didn't roll the attack again. It puts it down in the chat, but it doesn't roll the actual attack.
There 14 to hit. It looks like. Whoa. Or 15. I don't know what's going on.
It's at 15.
Okay. Yeah, so then that'll just be 1d6 then for that damage with the offhand attack. So 2.
2 to him? Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Awesome. He takes a little bit of damage there. Okay. It is Dr. Chernobog's turn. And he's going to cast
Mm-hmm.
a hypnotic pattern on Mika. Only
it
this is
area?
what was that?
I thought
It's a-
hypnotic pattern was an area.
Yeah.
It is.
Thought it-
This is so.
it's
This
a
is.
cube.
It is, but this is a
Yeah.
slightly different, modified version of hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't really have a spell for it, so I'm just kind of modifying this one. All the effects will be the same, except
Alright.
what you see in your mind is, and you can pass or fail here and say, what you see in your mind isn't necessarily a hypnotic pattern, as it is your every dream, your biggest, like, I'm gonna be, like, what is your one dream, your one goal, your biggest one?
To become just a famous fighter, I think.
And in your mind, you can see standing, one leg up on top of a defeated, your biggest rival, crowds cheering, roses being thrown. Just your wildest dream come true, and you hear his voice in your head saying, I can help you get there. You only need to trust me. And he's going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
So, wisdom save for me?
Oof.
And for the time being, I'm not going to put the measure template down on you because, we get it. But yeah, for the time being, let's see. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated at the speed of 0. So you stand there with your mind, like your eyes closed and a smile across your face, witnessing what's happening before you, as you've now, reached and achieved your wildest dreams.
Yes, I am the greatest fighter ever.
And then with the first shadow, he's going to make his way towards you guys 10 feet. Mika, it is your turn. I believe you save on your turn again. So let me double check the spell. I don't want to give you false information.
I think it's when I take damage or someone uses an action to, like, smack me out of it. So I just stay there drilling.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that is the case. So the spell ends if the creature takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. So, yep, you are incapacitated. The next shadow will move forward to grab you, but it can't do it in this turn. The next shadow will move forward, and it can.
That's an
Contested
acrobatics
grapple check. Yep, contested grapple. So, acrobatics or athletics, whatever you choose. It fails. You are not grappled.
I like how they're congregating.
Yep. The next one is going to move forward 10 feet. The next one will move forward 10 feet. It's Rocky's turn, and he has breath.
Yes. I'm pretty sure. I would imagine the material component for that spell is something.
It's already been cast.
It's literally it's a hot pepper.
I'm just imagining the casting that would just be like
With
feeding
the right
directly.
angle here, right where he's at, you can catch all 3 of those, including the doctor, without hitting Bug.
Well, I was going to say, okay, no, there's not a way to be able to get that other one.
I
No.
Because
can
they're 20.
test
They're
it.
20 feet away, just because it's a 15, right?
Yeah, 15
Yeah.
feet. Unfortunately, it wouldn't reach that back one. No.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, Rocky's gonna belch again.
Okay, and
He's feeling the pepper.
yep, we'll select these three, and they make what kind of saves?
Dexterity save. DC 15.
They don't have any dexterity, so let me double check for the first two little dudes. Both the shadows fell. And let me just roll for Chernobog here. It's a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
Normal. He also fails.
Wow, that's
12 damage.
yeah.
Nice. 3d6 lightning damage. Firing my laser.
Yeah, he just lets out a little raccoon burp that somehow is able to partially electrocute.
And both of the shadows are also dispelled. Phew. It's the shadow demon's turn. It's gonna walk forward and attempt to swing at Bellathor.
Great job.
Did it work?
Attack roll total 22. Holy shit. Yeah, Hellish Rebuke.
It missed. Oh, no, it hit. The first one didn't even pop for me. Okay.
Wait, what do you mean the first one?
So the first little swing here that I threw, it never popped. So I re-rolled the attack and it rolled an 8. But then the 22 popped after that. So it did work. It just took a long time to show me. So we'll remove that.
Okay, so 22.
22 does hit. Let's do damage
Yeah,
real fast.
definitely. And I can't use Hellish Rebuke because it's cold damage.
I thought Hellish Rebuke was fire.
Isn't it cold?
No, just fire.
Did it do any damage to you?
Yeah, he's near death.
It did. Okay. It didn't show up in the thing either. So whatever. Okay. It
Wait. Yeah.
hit. You want to use your Hellish Rebuke?
Yes. Please.
Okay. What kind of damage is your Hellish Rebuke?
I always thought it was cold damage, but apparently it's not.
It's
I thought
fire.
it was fire. You can double check your Hellish Rebuke.
I'm
Yeah, it says
re-
2d10 fire damage on a failed save. So he
Alright.
makes a save.
Yes.
Go
Give me a
ahead.
dex save.
Go ahead and I'll make you a dex save at normal. 18.
Yeah, that's a pass.
Okay. But it
Is it-
still
is it
takes
half?
I think it still takes half.
Yeah.
So roll
Yeah,
your
it
damage
does.
and then we'll do half on him.
Yeah, how much damage did he do to Bellathor? Because he needs to make a concentration check, doesn't he?
I don't. Let me double check. That might be the case. It didn't pop. Well, we didn't do it that way either. Let me
Well,
see.
if you take damage at all, you have to do that con.
I have to make
Yes.
concentration.
He
Wait, so how much
does.
damage did I take from him?
How much damage did you take from the demon? I don't know, but
Oh,
it dropped you
God.
to 6 HP. They do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. But
Yeah. It's wait. Let me calculate. It's 26 divided by 2, so 13.
and he took 4 damage, 5 because I round up. So he took 5 damage. And
Yeah,
that
5,
does seem to have an effect on him for you guys.
Good
the-
thing I have fireball.
You're right
But
on
first
the
of all,
on the damage from Mika or from Rocky. I need to make a Constitution saving throw. It didn't ask me for one because we didn't do like a spell attack where it would have triggered it. So saving
Wait,
throw with
lem-
advantage. And the damage done to him was, I think, 12.
Yeah.
So,
The doctor?
Yeah. So
so he,
yes, it was 12.
yeah, and
It's the DC 10 still.
yeah, so he passes.
And the dragon's breath is gone.
The dragon's breath is gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
failed my concentration.
Okay. That ends the Shadow Demon's turn. The Shadow here is going to make its way over menacingly. The Shadow Demon here is going to make its way over here. Bellathor, it is your turn. You have Mika next to you, seemingly unconscious or in a trance. You have a demon that's just taking out about 3/4 of your health, and you've lost concentration on the spell with Rocky.
I'm very aware of all. Fuck. I'm gonna use my action to cast Protection from Evil and Good
Okay.
on Mika.
Okay.
So, first level. Boom, take that. And then I'm just gonna pray and run away.
Okay. Are you running straight to that Hellfire pit?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Okay.
No, wait. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Does he swing after me?
He does not. Nope.
So
doesn't do attacks of opportunity.
that was my action. I was actually kind of hoping for him. Oh no! Actually, finally, I have my arcane ward up. Let's go.
Is that your turn? Wait, who had the armor on too?
Mage armor, that was Bellathor.
Mage armor is not concentration.
That wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think I would have stopped it anyway, so we're fine. Okay.
And I now have my arcane ward up finally.
Okay.
And yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. This shadow will move forward menacingly. We're back at the top with Bug.
Bug is going to steady aim, and then it's the same old at this point. It works, and it's great. Yeah, steady aim, and then booming blade with short sword. That is Rocky's token action HUD. If booming blade goes off, that will be max on that booming blade. If this goes off, $18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Well, and I'm gonna situational bonus to add the 3d6 sneak attack. It's 19.
Nice.
Steady aim was my bonus
27?
action. Yeah,
So
so
it's
27. Because
So-
that 8 from booming blade.
Okay. So it's
And it
it's
needs
how
a-
much damage?
27 total. 8 thunder.
Oh, and he drops his spell.
Good.
Mika, you are not entranced anymore. And you see is in your dreams, the doctor is standing next to you, kind of tempting you, saying, I can give you all of this. You only need to help me. And in that moment, you see as he winces and pulls away, and in that little bit, the illusion around you dissolves, and you're back in the room with the demon standing in front of you.
Wait,
Who
that's not
has
what Victory
disadvantage
still
on
look like.
attacking?
I'm sorry, what?
I was just saying, as the illusion fades and there's a demon in my face. Wait, that's not what victory looks like.
And what were you saying?
Saying the demon has disadvantage on attacking him.
Okay. Yeah, because the magic phylactery or the
Yeah,
magic arcane ward.
protection from evil and good.
Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay. Bug. That is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
Nope. Action, bonus action. Can't move with that bonus action, so I'm all set.
Okay. Next, we have Dr. Chernabog, who's very upset that he was interrupted. He says, "You peasant! You absolute disgusting filth!" And he will.
Yeah, and
And he will pull out from his bag of tricks.
like an actual bag of tricks.
No.
Oh. He takes 2d8 thunder damage.
For Misty Step?
Moving.
It's not a movement. It's. I'll read it again. Because Misty Step avoids that. You teleport to an unoccupied space. It's not a movement.
Oh, you're right. If
Yeah.
the target willingly moves 5 or more feet before the next turn, you're right.
Yep. That's how you avoid those damages. Is Misty Step is a cheat code.
No, I know.
Yeah. I love Misty
Yeah.
Step. So,
Yeah, no, me too.
Yep. So he teleports. Poop. And appears over here.
Flip him off from a distance.
And the shadows keep converging. Mika, it is your turn, and you are no longer entranced.
Are there still walls? Or
Nope, the walls are down.
alright, I am going to take a risk here. Because I'm just gonna move around this demon instead then. And
Yep, shift around him.
we'll just assume I've moved all the way around him. And just go for the doctor. And I'm going to use my fighting spirit again, so I have advantage on all attacks. Just to him.
Okay.
Oh, damn it.
That will miss the first time.
Give it another go. Is it just doing a...
It says
Damn it.
19 to hit. Should hit.
I'm seeing an 11 here.
11.
I see the 11 also.
That's the damage done.
Good. No.
No,
No.
it's the roll.
Mm,
I see 19 at the damage.
Yeah,
Not
a
at the
big
roll,
number of
though.
damage. No, I don't hit. Alright.
that's weird. Yeah, it is an
Yeah, no,
11 to hit, but for some reason it says it hit.
Yeah, he looks dead.
Well, he
I
is.
won.
He is, but I don't know. That's weird. I don't remember how much exactly damage or how health he had left, but it was less than 18, so we'll give him back 18 hit points because that's how much it did to him. That's weird that it auto. Yeah, that shouldn't have hit because I'm looking at both your attacks were a 9 and a 2, so neither would have hit. No.
Yeah.
Oh, 9 minus 5 plus 4 plus 3 is 11. Should have missed. I don't know. It does miss,
Yeah,
though, so...
It could be that, like, I found that Foundry sometimes doesn't deal with stuff like Mage Arm and whatever well, so it might be he had 11 AC and you added it with, like, spells, and it sometimes just doesn't like that.
No, I don't have anything up there. That's weird. Either way, doesn't matter. We're it's fine. It's good.
Alright, yep.
Okay. Is that your
Yep.
turn?
Yep.
Okay. This one's gonna move forward and try to grapple you. Bug, if you can give me a contested grapple check. You are grappled.
No.
Yep. And as part of its turn, it can move 5 feet every turn to drag you towards one of the pits. But each turn you can attempt to break free on your turn. So on its turn when it moves, you just move, but on your turn you can break free.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, just.
Okay. For this one, he's gonna move 10 feet. Rocky, it's your turn. You don't have Dragon Breath anymore, though.
Rocky's gonna go and give me the health action for escaping.
Okay.
Is that?
I mean, yeah,
'Cause
that's what they do. They provide the help action.
yeah,
Yeah.
So he's gonna just He's gonna try to burp, realize it's not doing anything anymore. And he's like, okay, I'm just gonna be helpful somehow else.
Okay. It is the Shadow Demon's turn. He is going to attempt to
Oh
bring
fuck!
down.
Where did my initiative go?
You're at the bottom.
No, I don't see my combat tracker anymore. Fuck.
It's if you click on the little fist in the right tab menu, if that's the combat tracker
Thank
over
you.
there.
Thank you.
Of course.
He is going to attempt to claw at Mika.
Disadvantage.
It missed anyway, so it misses. You're right, it was disadvantage. I forgot to do that part, but he missed anyway, so we're good. That's the Shadow Demon's turn. This shadow here is gonna move 10 feet. This shadow here is gonna move 10 feet. Bellathor, it's your turn. It's looking pretty dicey over near Mika right now. But, thus is life.
Okay, seeing as my initial placement for Fireball is now not possible anymore, I'm gonna Fireball somewhere else.
Sure.
Because I am really, really annoyed. And I would like Fireball right here.
That will get all the spirit, little ghost, shadows there, as well as the demon.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Dexterity saves on all of them.
I'm gonna have to use it individually. Let's do all the spirits real quick. It's 4. And what was your save DC?
15.
15. So 2 of them pass and 2 of them fail. However, failures still take half damage. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're all gone.
You watch as the 4 of them go and dissipate. The giant shadow demon makes a dexterity save.
Yes.
It's not a disadvantage or anything, is it?
No, I don't think it is.
It's fine. But it still takes half damage, so roll your damage.
15.
15 damage?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
That's my action. Can I do anything as a bonus action? No. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. It's definitely looking a lot better now for you guys. The
You
next
should have just
shadow.
fireballed me and got the doctor.
What was that?
I said he should have just fireballed with me in the circle and got the doctor.
I mean, definitely could have. He's gonna come over towards you, Mika. Bug, you are grappled right now and being hauled towards the fiery pits of hell. You can see from, the direction it's gonna keep taking you downward towards the closest one. But you can see, looking towards it as your arms are outstretched and pinned, that out of the pits, again, these burned, charred-looking arms reach out and grab and pull as if trying to pull themselves out. Every now and again, you can even see a head wailing in anguish before tendrils grab and rip it back down.
So am I restrained right now? Or what exact condition am I?
It would be restrained. You're able to make attacks, but
Okay.
Or sorry, grappled is what you are, not restrained.
Okay, I'm grappled.
Grappled,
okay.
you can make attacks. It just has the ability to pull you. You can still attack while it's pulling you. You're just unable to move.
Okay, so I can still theoretically do, I can theoretically, if, just in case it doesn't go off, could I theoretically, booming blade this, and, so could I use Rocky's help with trying to escape? Is that an action to try to escape?
It is an action to try to escape, yes.
But I can also just try to hit it,
You
and
can
if
try to
I hit
attack
it, okay.
Yep. It's basically the same thing, only if you do hit it, it will dissipate.
Okay. And I'll be free.
Yep.
Since I can't technically use any movement, could I theoretically steady aim? Since it doesn't say anything about grapple, it just says I can't have used any movement.
Yeah.
And I can't use any movement after.
I'll allow it. I'm fine with that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that as I try to stab it. With a try to stab it with my short sword as I'm being.
You're still targeting
yikes.
Chernabog on the other side, but it's fine because the number's all that really matters because you can't target the creatures anyway. I added them to the page wrong, and anyway. But a 9 does miss.
Cool.
And that's your attack and bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez, those roll. It's a 1 and a 3.
Okay.
That was bad. Yeah.
It is Dr. Chernabog's turn. Dr. Chernabog will... Let's see... Okay. It is going to look at Mika, who's swinging at him, and say, "Feeble-minded, you have the strength in your arms, but do you have the strength in your mind?" And he's going to cast Dominate Person.
So
Question.
protection from evil and good protects me from being charmed.
From being charmed completely?
Yeah.
It gives advantage on saving throws against charmed and against charms.
Well,
I think that natural 20 was
yeah,
fine.
it's a moot point anyway because not only are you strong in arms, but strong of mind, and you shrug off the effects of Dominate Person, and you are fine.
All right.
Yep, it didn't matter anyway, but you can see he's visibly annoyed as you seem undaunted and unwavering in your determination to bring down Dr. Chernabog.
Determination!
Mika, it is your turn.
The same trick will not work on me twice, Doctor. And I'm going to go for a halberd attack.
It lets me click the Warcaster for some reason, like it's going to do anything. Alright, I click Warcaster so I can maintain the concentration on spell I'm not casting.
Did 14.
14
hit?
does hit, yes. And 23
Alright.
will finish Dr. Chernobog as you bring him to the ground.
The demon's still there, though. Yeah.
The demon is still there, though.
Alright. Well, because I just knocked someone to 0 health, my bonus action, I will go for another Howard Strike with Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
yikes.
Missing.
And I get one more attack, because that was a bonus action attack.
Okay. Also
Ooh.
missing. Did it apply the damage? It did not. We're good.
No.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. It is the Shadow's turn. This is the one that's going to move Mika 5 feet... Or not Mika, sorry. Move Bug 5 feet closer to the pits of hell. Rocky's turn.
Rocky is gonna just give the help action trying to distract the shadow.
Okay. It
Yeah, it'll-
scurries up your body and claws
Yeah.
at the face a bit for jumping around just to piss it off.
You
or
know,
something.
for all you know, it could be edible.
It
He's
might
just
be.
trying to test that theory.
Yep. You gotta try it. Gotta try it.
You have to try it, yeah.
Is that all of Rocky's
Yeah.
turn?
Yep.
It is Shadow Demon's turn. The Shadow Demon is going to make a claw attack
Disadvantage.
against Mika with disadvantage. Still rolling a 20 with disadvantage.
Okay.
It rolled a 15 and an 18.
Oof.
For 24 damage to Mika, who's barely standing. Woohoo! Good job,
Man,
Mika!
Glad I had temporary hit points.
Yeah, that made a big difference. It did, because you'd be down right now. Woo! Good job, Mika. I'm proud of you. I was legitimately concerned for a second, but we're good. Because this guy pumps out damage, but he's also pretty weak to damage. Like, I don't say weak to damage.
Yes, if you're
he's
not
a boss.
if you're not always doing the damage type he's immune to.
On that note, it is Bellathor's turn. Let's see what you do.
Yeah, thank you very much. Fireball, fuck off.
Another fireball on him? You want to drop the fireball on him?
I have to think about how to place it because I might catch Rocky.
Rocky has 2 hit points.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, Rocky would get hit if you put it over.
Rocky will go bye-bye.
Okay, no. What else do I have? I have Binding Eyes, which is cold damage.
Oh, sorry. That's unfortunate.
You could try Scorching Rain again.
Yeah, I'm angry. Just Scorching Ray him. Just
All
all
three of
three.
Okay.
I don't care.
Go
I'm
ahead
very
and-
annoyed and very angry.
Go ahead and cast.
Scorching Ray, let's go.
Okay. Make the attack.
Hey. That's a 19.
So that one will hit.
Boom, 11.
That's damage. Roll your next attack.
And yeah.
Just
yeah.
cast Scorching Ray again, and then in your character sheet, when it tries to take the spell from you, just add it back in.
Yeah, just.
That's
Boom.
what I would do, just to save the effort.
Boom.
13 does hit for 9 more damage.
9. And last but not least, boom.
Brilliant
15
turn, absolutely
for
brilliant turn.
8.
And in one
Nice.
turn, you guys can see Bellathor reaches out and these 3 hurling like giant rays of fire come flying across and just right into the back, just slap, right into the back of the demon's head. All 3 of them. That was
Yeah,
your action?
Bellathor is visibly angry. He's very annoyed at his performance fight.
But you've learned
But
so
yes,
much. Think of all the academic knowledge you've pulled from this.
Yes. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. The next shadow, he's gonna try and creep forward and make a grapple against you. So if you could just roll either a acrobatics or athletics.
Would the shadow get disadvantage on the grapple check because of protection against good and evil?
No, because it's not an attack. Well, I guess it's a grapple attack,
Yeah.
but no, it's just a grapple. But it's fine. He
Alright.
didn't get him, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And that's his turn. Bug, you're up. You're still grappled. You can make your attack. You just can't move, and it's dragging you towards hell. So far, it's still far enough away that you're not dragged in yet. So you're fine. But
Bug's
you're
feeling very inspired right now, having just seen Bellathor do some really cool fire stuff. So, Bug's gonna cast Arson, with Burning Hands
All right. Right into the thing's face,
into the thing's face.
and it makes a dex save.
Yeah, DC 14, I believe.
It fails.
Arson!
So it's holding your hands and just pulling you towards it, but your hands are pointed right at it. So you focus, and from your hands, a cone of fiery blast, a whoosh, and the shadow disappears.
Well, Adam, not bad, Doc. Not bad. I have to admit.
And then I think since I have movement now, I'm just gonna go up there to be able to provide a little bit of aid to Mika.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
The doctor's dead.
Right, I'm gonna use my one last bit of fighting spirit.
Technically, the doctor makes a death saving throw. Does it call for it? /R 1d20. 14, he passes. That's one pass.
Alright, so I use my final fighting spirit, so I get 5-10 hit points, but more importantly, advantage on my attacks.
Okay.
So, trusty halberd, don't fail me now. Aww.
The 7 does miss.
Actually, I'm gonna... Oh, no. Whoops. I think I was originally a bronze dragon and changed to, gold, but forgot to change it in D&D Beyond, so I still have lightning breath, but okay, I'm just gonna... Oh. Okay. I tried.
That one didn't have... Do you not have advantage on both your attacks? Is it only the first one you make?
Oh, okay, I'm just gonna roll one more, then,
Yeah, because that
without
one...
picking
Yeah, because is it both attacks, or is it only one attack it's advantage?
all attacks during the turn.
Yeah, they
So,
should have had it
if
on
I-
that second one. But... Okay.
God.
Rough day for
Jeez.
Mika on this one. He was ready for you. He had enough of you in the last 2 rounds. He doesn't want to play anymore. He's ready for you. So, Phil, it's a good sense of pride. This guy was just eyeballing you the whole time. Is that everything?
Yeah.
All right. Rocky, you're up. What do you got?
Rocky is gonna go, Rocky's gonna come up here to be the emotional support raccoon of his dreams and give Bug help for his next attack.
Sounds great. It is the Shadow Demon's turn. The Shadow Demon turns to the new Bug standing next to him.
Hello.
Because it doesn't have disadvantage to attack.
Oh, wow, this is so cool. I can use a reaction. Whoa. I'm gonna nimble dodge that.
You better. That was a crit.
No! Yeah, I'm nimble dodging.
That just
So I'll take
takes half
half.
damage, so I just roll normal. No, I have to roll critical, and then we can adjust from there.
take half.
Yeah, I'll roll the
Or sorry,
critical.
sorry, uncanny dodge.
Yeah, uncanny dodge. I'm gonna roll critical damage,
Mhm.
and then we'll do math and see if it would have dropped you anyway, and then do hit points from there.
Wait, what?
Well, even an uncanny dodge, we'll see how much he does, because this is critical. It could potentially do like over 50 damage. We'll see.
I
We'll do
don't
math.
like
We'll do some math. Ready?
I don't.
52 damage. So
52.
half is 26. So you have 23 hit points, right?
I have 28.
28. So
No, I have 2.
yeah, you have 2 hit points left. So we'll give you 2 hit points. And
Hey,
you
I'm
are
matching
up
Rocky.
with next to nothing. That uncanny dodge just literally saved your life.
How does it feel?
That is its turn, however, and we are on Bellathor.
Yeah,
As the
fireball.
demon is giving you all sorts of fits.
Fireball. I don't care. Fireball.
Okay, you're just gonna drop it behind him so it hits him and not your teammates, or are you dropping it on the teammates?
No, I think right here is good.
Right on everybody?
No, of course not.
Right on everybody?
No. Wait, but the window's in the way. No.
Here we go, I got you. It's 30 foot, or 20 foot, sorry. 20 foot?
Wait, I got it.
You got it? Okay.
Yeah, just. Ah!
There you go. That will miss
Yeah.
everybody. It will get the monster, and he makes a dexterity saving throw.
Wait. Yeah. And damage. That's a critical. Wait, no. Why did I make a dex save?
Did you click to roll a dex save?
Did it roll
I don't
his
know, that's
save
20
for me? I didn't have to roll it? That's nice. Okay.
It's
Are
25
you-
fire.
Did you select on Bellathor's token, Zach? Because Bellathor ended
No.
up rolling a dex save.
No, I didn't roll anything. This was all Bellathor doing it. How many hit points did you say you had?
Why? Wait. Why am I unconscious?
I'm gonna get, because it rolled the damage on you. I'm gonna give it back. How much health did you have?
6.
6. Okay, you're fine. We're gonna give it back. If for whatever reason, when you cast your spell, it was also targeting you, so it did damage to you. But we gave it back. You're fine.
Well, fuck.
But the demon also took the full brunt of it because it did not pass.
25.
Yeah.
And you just go, yeah, fuck you too.
All right. Is that
And
everything on your turn?
I mean, yeah, I'm still concentrating on this. I can't cast that. Yeah,
What are you concentrating
Yeah.
on? Oh, the yeah. Okay.
protection from evil and good. That's still going. So yeah, that is the end of my.
Okay. It is the Shadow's turn. He's going to attempt to grapple Mika one more time.
Yep.
Beat that!
Don't know what I'm meant to be beating.
Oh, dang. Okay.
What? Zach, what did they roll?
14. It was poop. So it's fine. Don't worry about it. Y'all didn't have to see it. It sucked. He rolled a 23. Man, you just beat me. You got 24, but my 23 was close.
Yep.
I rolled bad. You're fine. Bug, you're up. And if you shift downward, maybe you'd be in the staircase, but you'd have the advantage on attacks for flanking. I am allowing flanking.
But I have an emotional support raccoon giving me the help action,
Yep, you do.
so I'm still gonna take that.
Okay.
Booming blade because that's fun. I keep having Rocky's token select.
Oh, it happens. It happens. You're controlling two
happens.
characters. It happens.
One of them just
It's a
happens.
very angry raccoon.
You
Yes.
got this. I have faith in you. 16 hits. Roll all your damages.
And plus 3d6.
Here comes the
for
rogue
sneak attack.
bullshit. Ouch!
So it'll be 22 total.
He took it all. He's hanging in there, though. This isn't
Um,
over.
And technically, I can, since that is an attack, I can bonus action offhand with my other short sword.
You can try.
I can try. That's the real one. I can try. Which is not an advantage. Oh,
It hits.
nice. I'm gonna do situational bonus -3 to cancel out the proficiency. 1. It's not bad.
He takes the damage. Ouch! Okay. It is Dr. Chernobog's turn. He's going to make a death saving throw.
Nah, 1. Yeah. 1.
He's fine. He's got another save in there. So that's 2 saves for him.
Not if I have anything to say about that.
It is Mika's turn. Mika, the demon's low. You also have a spirit trying to slap you or trying to grab you.
So, is flanking now with advantage or no?
Nope, no advantage right now. You don't have anybody flanking him.
Because I'm just going to move around the Shadow Demon, so I'm flanking with Bug.
Sure. I'm allowing flanking if that's what you're asking. You can definitely do that and receive the bonus.
So the bonus is +1, yep.
The bonus is just advantage.
I said +1 earlier.
Oh,
And you
here's a
hit.
good roll. Ah,
And just like that, you kill it. We are going to leave combat. And as you
No, we are not. I'm gonna cast Firebolt on the doctor until he's dead.
We could just stab him.
No.
hold on 1 second. Because as you bring the demon to death, we end combat. Let me end combat real fast. And as you do that, hold on 1 sec. I got this thematically. I got you. You ready? You're like right here, right? Watch this.
Yeah.
So the demon, again, puts himself back together. His head comes back together, you know, all that stuff. Wounds knit closed. And it reappears here. But it doesn't just reappear here. It reappears here, holding the doctor by the throat above its head. At this point, the doctor's been woken back up, and he's kicking and holding onto the demon's giant hand wrapped around him. And he says, "No, please! I can do better. I still have more plans. I can get you more souls. It'll be fine." And the demon,
Hey, doctor. The time would be best now, bitch.
and the demon pulls the doctor in and bites the head off before you see the spirit fall from the doctor, leave the body, fall from the doctor, and tendrils from the fiery pits of hell reach out and wrap around the doctor, and screaming drags him down to hell before the demon disappears.
Seeing as Belfort is positioned very good, he's just gonna collapse onto the bed and sleep.
As you collapse to the ground, you see near the ceiling, and it is vaulted in here, near the ceiling, a scroll sort of materializes and floats down onto the desk here. I'm trying to circle it. There we go. Here. Falls and lands onto the desk. And here it lands. Opening it, if you so choose, I should ask. Would you guys like to open and read the scroll?
Yeah.
For's already sleeping. Yeah.
Okay.
I would love to.
You see, so you open the scroll, and as you read it, it says, you can see that it is a title, a deed to the Carnelian Hotel. And across the bottom, already signed in ink, are 3 heroes' names. And the deed to the Carnelian has been passed over to you. in the event that you want to keep this, it is yours for keeping. If you'd like to sell it, it is yours. But the Carnelian Hotel belongs to Bellathor, Hornpiece, Bug, and Mika. And then scribbled near the bottom, Rocky. And that is where we will end today's one-shot.
That was fun.
I hope you guys had fun. I had a lot of fun.
That's
What up?
fun.
Thank you to everybody out in Twitchline who joined us. I hope you guys had fun. We have games every week. I believe we have... trying to remember the name of it off the top of my head. It is...
Don't we have 10 candles next week?
I have my society game next week.
Yep.
An unstreamed Threshold of Knowledge game.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We also have, if I'm not mistaken, Legacies of Ruin is supposed to be played on Saturday next week. And I think Frozen Flame. No, Frozen Flame was yesterday, so no.
Yeah, Frozen Thrones.
I need to pull up the schedule. The schedule's on Twitch. Feel free to scroll down a little bit. You'll see the schedule. It's all there. But we enjoyed having your company. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. All of our players, I hope you guys had fun today. Thanks for jumping in and playing along. I wanted to come up with something a little different, a little fun. I'm glad you guys played along with me. It was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Thank you.
So
It was fun. Good game.
thanks. We will say goodbye to Twitch. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again.
Yes. Bye-bye.